Had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen. Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win, yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel, so you go it alone. You turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real, yeah. Girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Yeah, let 'em in. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen. Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win, yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel, so you go it alone. You turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real, yeah. Girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Yeah, let 'em in. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody
giving the community what the stylists don't want to do anymore. Stylists don't want to shampoo. We're even partnering with stylists. They're saying, hey, I don't have the time to shampoo, so won't you go over to the shampoo bar? We're doing steam treatments, taking braids down, locks. So you come in, we're gonna shampoo, condition, put pomade, hair growth, stimulating growth, and we're gonna actually manipulate those beards. And if y'all have bundles and units, bring those in. We will bring them back to life. You drop off, we call you, you pick up. Just like a dry cleaner. We have 2 complimentary drinks. One is called the Tide. The next drink is called the Old Fashioned. And we're not going to tell you what's in any of these drinks. They are exclusive to the shampoo bar. I'm not telling you, okay? So go to our website. Shampoo bar.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Sunday evening, broadcasting from the B-Level Entertainment Studios. I'm your host, B-Level.
I'm Tristan Transformations.
And I'm Candy.
Come on, somebody. And this is Anthony P. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all already know who I be on the UTB podcast coming to you right now. What's happening?
And I'm Jayla with the T.
And together we go by the baddest podcast in the world called the UTB podcast. Now I think are y'all playing jokes on me? Do y'all just continue to laugh every time Anthony comes up and screws the intro up? I mean, is it like a running joke that we have amongst y'all?
No, technically
he come in. He don't do what he's supposed to do, but he come in running shit. That's what that's.
No. Technically, I'm supposed to go last. And I don't know why every time B-Level go first, Tristan go next, and then y'all 2 supposed to go first. Y'all act like y'all don't know what the fuck y'all supposed to be doing. So
if you was
I go
on
last.
time, P, if you was on time, you would have known that you
Now,
go second to last and I go last.
She got a point.
I'm David Ruffin this month. Let's do it again.
Supervisor, get him in order.
You're not David Ruffin.
Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am Anthony
You might be
P.
that motherfucker that was drinking and doing coke, but you was not David Ruffin.
I'm something like him. I'm something like him,
Hey,
motherfucker.
Candy, what they say for the Temptation? Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Man.
I'm something like that, motherfucker.
Listen. We have a great episode tonight. You guys are witnessing some of our dysfunction as a crew. But listen, this is episode 143. We're calling this the People Trust Conservative. And we're going to also talk with the founder of the Heart and Hustle Formal Awards that was last night. She's going to tell us who actually won some of the awards. She's coming up later in the podcast. But before she do, I do need to pay a couple of bills and let you guys know that On the Level with B-Level for February is upon us, okay? This Wednesday, 7:30, we have LaShonda Hurds on there with the Hurd Foundation. She is doing a lot of great things in our community. She's doing financial literacy with our kids for coats, and during the holidays. So she will be our guest on this Wednesday at 7:30. And then we have LaClonda Thompson, and she's going to bring her lender in. And I can't, Lord forgive, I can't remember his name, but she's going to talk about realty, and she's going to bring a lender in to tell you guys how to get the money. And then on my birthday, I'm doing my own interview with Tony Seville on our own platform right here Wednesday, February 18th. And then we have the rescheduled conversation. Telly Noel had he was not feeling up to par on last Wednesday during the snow, so he is rescheduled for this week. Okay. All right, Tristan, let these people know what you want them to do. We got quite a few people on here. Let them know what you need them to do.
Yes, I want you guys to tag your people. Also comment, share when you guys share this live broadcast.
Candy, you got to put yours on mute. We got some feedback with you, Candy.
We need everybody to share this live broadcast and hit share so we can shout you out in the comments.
Okay,
we got our regular people on here. I think let's see if we got some people on here. Hey, Cuz. Hey, Keita. Hey, Marcella.
Marcella's on here. Yeah.
Every Sunday. I can't see the other
Keita
viewers.
saying, hey, Booski.
Hey, Felicia. Good evening.
See.
Hey,
all
Tony.
Right, we guys, Felicia Woodbury is saying good evening. Tony O. Dickinson. Thank you, Tony, for tuning in. Hello. I need all of you guys to share. Please share it. Tony, I need you to share it. Felicia, please share it. Let me see who else is on here. Candy, yeah, you got to mute until you get ready to talk. We got some feedback coming from you. And Marcella Town Winston, please share the live. Now, we're going to talk about it. And I wanted Jayla normally comes in with Jayla with the T. She normally comes in a little bit later in our broadcast, but Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. A lot of the news that Jayla is going to report is actually going to be our episode today. All right. So this is the Jayla with the T show today. All right. She is going to drive most of our episode tonight because she has all of the tea. She has all of the news. She has all of the trending topics. And so today we're going to talk about the things that are trending in our city. So instead of Jayla coming on later, she's coming on early today. After Jayla leaves, we're still going to do the Ask UTB question. And then after Jayla finished, we're going to have, like I said, the Heart and Hustle founder, and I think her name is Carissa Hill Uche. Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so. Yes.
Ochi Uche. She's going to come on a little bit later in the podcast, and we're going to have some conversation. So we got a very, very busy show. Again, we need you guys to share it and put shared in the comment. Tony L. Dickinson says she shared it. And
for sharing. Hey,
yes.
Shannon.
Yeah, Shannon is saying she shared it as well. Okay. So Jayla, I'm going to go ahead and play your intro early because instead of being late, we're going to start off with you, and we're going to get into some great conversation that you're going to talk about. So let me go ahead and get you pulled up here to the big box here. Let me change box with you. All right, here we go, Jayla. Here we go.
Let's get started. It's started by the jealous people and
breaking news right now. ABC News has just confirmed that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested tonight.
These days I'm courtside with a mascot.
you want the tea, bitch?
Get your motherfucking tea ready.
I don't stir the pot, but I will spill the tea. This is Jayla with the tea.
All right, so you guys heard it, that this is our news girl that does all of the news trending topic with us. Yes. And so, Jayla, why are you on here early tonight? What's going on with you?
I mean, it's in the news, so we got to talk about it. I don't know if y'all saw this controversial post that was posted yesterday on North Rock Hood News, but it was about one of our very local owned credit union. So the post talked about People Trust Community Federal Credit Union and how it's now conserved. So the official post was that it went. Let me pull up, make bigger for me to see.
Let me see if I can help you with it. That's not it right there. Let's
okay,
see.
Yes. So the official post said, North Little Rock make sense. A bank CEO near East Washington by Shotgun Dance is allegedly asking the public to donate to help his bank, a bank that was taken over due to unsafe and unsound practices. The bank should be operating at a 7%, but is sitting at a 2%, and now the community is being asked to cover the missing 5%. Sounds like a donation more sounds less like a donation and more like a bailout to fix bad management decisions. So this is the actual post that was posted by the National Credit Union, basically stating that they were taking over the People Trust Community Federal Union, and basically telling the customers of that credit union where to go as far as to get their remaining funds at the Cantrell location for the Arkansas Federal Union. But it sparked a lot of controversy because, of course, this bank is owned by CEO Arlo Washington, and he's very notorious and known in the community for his outreach, good giving back to the community, for giving emergency loans for a lot of small businesses and first-time loaners. So a lot of people were in the comments giving support for the CEO actually creating a GoFundMe. But then again, there is a lot of controversy and mixed reviews as far as people stating that it's a little different. But B, I think you want to help because I think it's a twofold kind of question.
Yeah. So what? Let me get Anthony in. We lost him. We're gonna get him back in here. So what I found out is the first thing that this is, from what I'm hearing, we've got at least 15 inboxes of people wanting us to talk about this. Right. This has been highly requested that we have a conversation. People are wanting to chime in. Listen, if you have a comment, suggest them, put it in a comment box. But what I wanted to do was, because I went and I first noticed, this first came on my, let me get my face back up here. This first came up on my radar when I heard the CEO, Arlo Washington, he did a live just talking about the conservatorship. Okay, so I want to first play his live that he did talking about the conservatorship. And then we're going to go back and we're going to try to educate you as much as we possibly can, because we don't know what happened either. But let me just tell you, as a journalist, I am always going to do the respectable thing when we're talking about it. I reached out to Arlo, told him that I welcome him. Ken, you got to put your phone on mute again, baby girl, and just only unmute it when you're talking. So yeah, I reached out to him and told him that we were going to be talking about this, invited him to come on. Obviously, Arlo has filed a lawsuit, and I will put the lawsuit up here and saying what he's alleging. And so obviously he can't talk about it because he has filed a lawsuit trying to get the conservatorship reversed. Okay. And so he said, thank you, B, for talking about this, shedding light on this. It was a great exchange that we had through text message. So he is aware that we're talking about this. And as always, as a professional, I'm going to always do that when I'm talking about something or somebody's business. I think the right thing to do is always to reach out and say, hey, do you have a take on it? But I want to start by playing. His live, and it's about 5 or 6 minute long, but it will add some context to how this started, and then we'll come back, Jayla and the crew. We can talk about it after we talk about this. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put his live up there. Here we go.
Listen. I'm Arlo Washington. For those of you that don't know, I'm the founder and former CEO of People Trust Community Federal Credit Union. I titled this live, no weapon formed against us shall prosper, because moments like this test our faith. Unity. It tests our faith, it tests our unity, and it tests our resilience. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. Amen. And I'm not here to create a panic. I'm here to bring clarity, calm, and strength. Let me speak plainly and responsibly. As of Friday, January the 16th at 3 p.m., People Trust Community Federal Credit Union was placed into conservatorship. That word has brought a lot of concern and uncertainty across our community. And it's important that people understand what it actually means. Conservatorship is a regulatory process that places operational oversight into the hands of regulators. It is an administrative action, not a reflection of the value of this community or the purpose behind the institution. What matters most right now is the people connected to the institution. People Trust Community Federal Credit Union was built to serve real families, real workers, real small businesses, real everyday people trying to build stability and opportunity. This moment does not erase that purpose. It does not erase the relationship built. It does not erase the impact made in this community. On a personal level, this season is very heavy for me. It's very heavy for me. When you help build something from the ground up, it becomes more than a project. It becomes part of your life's work. Seeing a transition like this take place is emotional, but it's also a moment that requires maturity, responsibility, and perspective. I remain grateful for every person who believed in community-centered banking and stood behind the mission. And this is where I stand firm. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Not fear, not uncertainty, not confusion. People Trust will move forward with faith, dignity, and wisdom. And again, I'm the former CEO of People Trust Community Federal Credit Union, and I felt the need to speak to the community and tell you that we in this thing together. Trials come, but they don't come to kill you, they come to make you strong. So, we can't think it's strange when these fiery darts come to try our faith. So we have to stand together now more than ever. We have to understand that every day ain't gonna be peachy. Sometimes we're gonna have some things that we just don't really quite understand. But how many of you know that God got a master plan? And he gonna get the glory and he gonna get all of the praise. So I wanna encourage everyone to stay informed. We are working with the National Credit Union Administration, and we are working with Arkansas Federal Credit Union to protect members, and to help you along the way. Remember that at the center of this are real people, real families, real staff, and community members. And we deserve patience, grace, and respect as this process continues. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support. I also wanted to say that, we need you now more than ever. We need your support. I am not speaking on behalf of People Trust Community Federal Credit Union. I'm speaking as the former CEO of People Trust Community Federal Credit Union. However, we are needing everybody to come together and to donate and support People Trust Community Loan Fund, which is still here, still serving the people. And you can go to peopletrustloans.org, and we will continue as a community development financial institution to provide the critical support needed to underserved populations and people that need the most support. We are an essential financial institution, and we need our community members to come together and stand with us during this time. So I wanted to get on this live, and thank you, Ms. Jackson. I wanted to get on this live, and how you can support us. You can share this video, and we also have a GoFundMe page for People Trust Loan Fund, and it is on People Trust Loan Fund's Facebook page. But we need to raise funding. We need to raise funding, and we also we're not quitting. We're not giving up, and it's just need to be said. And I wanted to say it in person. I didn't want you.
All right. Okay. So let me try to stop this. All right. It's still playing. Okay. Let me get Infinite P back in here. Let me make sure I sound.
P to help you out. It's not playing the video on our
Okay,
end.
I see it. I'm trying to get it to come off. It's not. Let's see. Let me just do this to get it out of here. All right, there we go. All right, that's it. All right, I need to get Anthony back in here. So basically, I wanted to start because the live was about 12 minutes long, and it's still kind of, if you listen to the live, most people are still confused what a conservatorship Really is.
Mhm.
So Tristan always say that I Google everything.
But
Anthony, you
Google
need
be
to get
helping.
yourself together. Yeah, Google be helping. Anthony, you need to get yourself together. Anthony then went out.
No, I
Anthony,
say
you with your
I joke with him because it's other sources than Google. That's why that's the only one he know is Google.
Mhm.
Google, I'll be on it. So here's what Google said about what a conservative, and let me just say this. Princess said something. Let me say it is an honor for a black man to start a financial institution in our state. You know,
Mhm.
so that's why this is so important. That's why so many people are talking about this, because to be honored enough to do that, Tam has just jumped on, to be honored to start a financial institution that help our black and brown people to get their owns. You might not have the right credit to get a loan with a regular institution. So he is making sure he serves the community. Big ups to Arlo Washington and his
Yep.
team for even accomplishing this. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to him
Mhm.
for even being able to accomplish this. But here's what it says, a conservatorship, and this is very long, and I do want to make sure that, because we don't know, we're learning about this thing just like you guys are. It says here's what a conservatorship, when a bank is placed on conservatorship, it means federal and state regulators have taken control of a fallen or troubled financial institution to stabilize it, protect depositor funds, and avoid disorderly collapse. Unlike liquidation, where a bank's shut down, a conservatorship is designed to preserve the bank's assets, restore its financial health, and potentially return it to its private management. Okay. Slide number 2. I want to make sure I read all of this. Okay. Here's what happens to the customers. Okay. The bank remains open. Okay. The bank generally remains to operate through often with limited services. Anthony, Lord Jesus. Anthony, you got to log all the way out and come back in. I keep bringing you in, but so log all the way out, Anthony, and come back in. Number 2, insured deposits are safe. Deposits are still insured by the FDIC for banks. And then the access to money. Customers can typically continue to transact business through the conservatorship to the conservator, whatever that is. What is that? Conservator may temporarily limit certain withdrawals or new loans originations to stabilize liquidity. So they don't want to liquidate everything. And let me go to number 3, because I want to go through everything. Number 2, what happens to the management board? So you guys
Mhm.
heard Arlo saying that he was the former CEO. Shareholders often lose most of their investment value, and then suspended payments. It says the conservator has the authority to suspend payments to shareholders, directors, and some creditors. So if they're making any money, obviously, all of the management teams normally is not the management team anymore. The last thing I want to share, and then we'll talk, what happens to the bank long term. And this is very important. A conservatorship has 3 potential outcomes. The first outcome is rehab it. The bank fixes its operational problems and it returns to private ownership. Okay. Number 2, a merger. The bank is merged or acquired by a healthier institution. And then number 3, liquidation. If the bank cannot be saved, the conservator may move to liquidate it, which means permanently close the bank. Now, as we know it, based on what Arlo has said, this is a temporary thing that they're working with the federal loan people to get this bank back to its private ownership. Okay, Jayla, do you have anything to add? I mean, in it, have I missed anything in this?
No, you hit it right on the nail. And then more specifically for the People Trust Community Federal Credit Union, they are getting their assets moved to the Arkansas Federal Credit
Credit
Union.
union.
So they're going through the state as far as with our Federal Credit Union. So that makes, because I know some people, I was reading through the comments, they were a little bit confused as far as whether it was the Arkansas Federal Union or the People's Trust Community. So it is, as far as they're moving their assets to the Arkansas Federal
And
Union.
so people were commenting, and I do want to read some of these comments, because this is
Mm-hmm.
what the general public is saying about what all they do know. And it's very vague Cam Slate, y'all know Cam. He is saying this bank has been giving emergency loans, small business loans, and more to help the urban community. I'll definitely be contributing. Okay. Dawn, I can't pronounce her last name. That is probably why it is. What is that word? I
In this
can't see it.
predicament.
Okay, predicament. Money flowing out of none flowing in. Banks need people to open account. Kimberly Nicholas saying, "Why is this hood news?" Okay, because I guess Little Rock Hood News broke this.
North Rock.
He was transparent, communicated this. Secondly, let's acknowledge him for stepping up for the community. The positive. He has absolutely been supporting him. Anyone that has anything negative to say, what do you got and what are you going to do for your community is what she says. Let me go and bring some more comments in. This was on the Little Rock Hood News when they broke the story. W.C. Brown says, sounds like the community he's trying to help is not paying all of their loans back.
That's what a lot of people allege in the comments, that what they're alleging is the reason why it's under the conservatorship, which all of this again has not been confirmed by any means. Is that it's based off the loans that a lot of people have received their loans but have not paid the credit union back for the loans that they got. But again, this is allegedly.
Lastly, I'm gonna put this last thing and then we'll get y'all's take on it. And Miranda Davis is saying it be our own people. Let me go donate. The man has been trying to help his community for years. Tasha is saying Arlo is a good guy. I just got a loan from the bank, not once, but twice. My first loan, I paid it in full. My second loan, I had a difficult time and wasn't able to do my circumstances, but I'm planning to pay it off soon. He is a good guy and helps everyone. And then Andre, the last one, Andre is saying, I believe he should get online and address the public. He is asking for help from directly and not through the media. We can't blame people that don't pay back their loans because we don't know if it's for sure the problem. So, you know, there's a whole bunch of speculation of what's going on. You know, in that he asked for that they have a GoFundMe. Team, what do y'all think about this? Tristan, you've been silent. Candy, you've been silent. What do y'all think about this conservatorship? What's y'all take on it?
I'm a little.
Well, you got to just unpause it and then pause it, Candy. For some odd reason, we got some feedback on your end, but just pause it.
I do agree. I've heard in the community that he has been giving a lot of loans out, which is a good thing. But I do feel like it has a lot to do with people not paying their loans and stuff back, because he has helped a lot of people. So he probably helped some people who didn't need the help. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that has a lot to do with it as well, because that can fall over conservatorship as well.
Okay, Anthony, have you been listening? Even though you've been out, have you been hearing what's going on? Okay,
yeah, I've been hearing what's going on. I mean,
let me get Candy first. Candy, what do you? And then we're gonna read some comments after Anthony go. Candy, what are you thinking on this conservatorship and why this is such a big deal to our community?
I'm actually getting educated on it. But it just sometimes your heart can be so big and you can have good intentions, and then it can kind of bite you in the butt later. So I just hope things work out for them. So.
Anthony, what's your take on it?
I'm learning about this.
Yeah, a thing is, I was kind of confused because like, why is he speaking on it as a former CEO? You know, it's kind of like me. I never advocated for a job that I'm not with no more. You know, y'all go support that job. I ain't there no more. I never did that, so I didn't understand that part.
So let me tell you before you go on, the reason why he's speaking as the former CEO, because when this conservatorship, what I understood is they remove the management team out when they take over the bank. So to me, and I don't know if this is the proper, not really got fired, but this is like a bankruptcy for a bank, basically. You know, when you file bankruptcy, you're whoever takes over all of your bills, and then they make you pay into this bankruptcy, and then they try to satisfy all your debtors, right?
The trustee.
Yeah, the trustee. So this is like the conservatorship is like the government is saying something happened at this bank that it's saying unfair practices or not right practices. We don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Arlo has filed a lawsuit, and we're going to put his lawsuit up here claiming what happened since he could not speak about it. So that's to answer your question. That's why he's the
Okay.
former CEO, because
Yeah.
the conservatorship removes him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
But I
If I'm not
not
if
the
I'm not
first.
affiliated if I'm not affiliated with the bank anymore,
No, because he can still get it back. Still has time to. He can still get the bank back because that's why he said former. He can
Yeah,
still have
that
a
it
chance to get
also
it back.
correlates to the GoFundMe. So again, this is all alleged. If it
yeah,
is for the fact of it's because of the lost money due to loans, I think
yeah,
if he can get back to a certain threshold, and provide maybe sources, or I don't know what the use of the money
gotcha.
is.
Yeah, yeah,
It could probably get him closer to stuff because he can retain that management again as the CEO.
yeah, gotcha.
I'm sure
Um,
that's not the first time this happened. Like, I'm sorry, Anthony. I don't know when to come in. I'm sorry.
well, go ahead. You good.
I was just gonna say, I'm sure that this is not the first time something like this has happened in a bank, but I hate to make it a black and white thing. But since it's, you know what I'm saying? It's like nobody's covering up and kind of making sure that they do things behind the scene. And his first mistake, they kind of push him out. I don't know. I may be wrong, but that's just
No,
what I'm
you're
kind of.
right, Candy. Banks go through this all the
Yeah.
time, and normally they give banks to get them out of trouble. They get as a reserve, and they give banks to give. So this is not just that this doesn't happen, right? This is
Yeah,
the first time that it's happened to our institution, which we're saying our institution because it's somebody started that we know. Read this. I'm gonna read this comment, Tristan, because it is long. Or can you get it, or you want me to get it, Tristan?
Oh, I'm not. Hold on, let me see if I can read it. Let me see if I can find it on my phone.
Let me get it. Honestly, I think a lot of this is Princess, our own Little Rock Princess is saying, honestly, I think a lot of banks go through this, but because he's the face, he needed to get in front of it. That's what they call those bailouts. Okay. Just normally they don't create GoFundMe's. Okay. That's what you're saying. The big boys call their rich homies to bail them out. Okay. Hollywood Tanya is saying because he still can get it back. Hollywood Tanya
gotcha.
also says he has to be back at 7%, but over to be safe. Right now he's at 2%. All right. Todd, what's up, Todd? Todd is saying the government has been bailing out major corporations. This happens often with larger banks. I am all for supporting him. Marcella Town Winston is saying, I don't have enough information, but what I can see is if there were loans given to people that didn't qualify or
That's
couldn't
it.
sustain them financially, it's a
Yeah,
problem. Sometimes we can't help everybody because those are the same people that turn against us. Tristan, I do
I
want you to
said
speak
that.
on that.
Okay,
To
I
speak
did.
on
I
what you're
didn't want to
saying.
say that. I didn't
No,
want
I
to say
want
that.
you
I
to
didn't
speak
want
on
to.
Yeah.
that.
Don't want to say that because I've
no,
worked around financial institutions dealing with not just
Hold
with
on,
banks,
Anthony, I'm coming to you.
with cars and like cell phone companies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not giving the banks the right, this is the federal government. There's sometimes they review things. Sometimes the federal government review things. If you don't have the right, if you say you bought a car and you work at US or UAMS and you make $5,000 a month and you don't have
Check
the
stubs.
documents, you don't have the check stubs and the documents to prove that, or if the check stubs are fake or it's fraud like that could possibly, if you have a lot of that, that can cause a federal government or a bank agency not to want to deal with you and withdraw any business from you, and it can result in stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead,
He
yeah.
kind of
Anthony. You were
puts you
trying
under
to
the
say
radar
something.
then,
Yeah.
right?
Anthony, you were trying to
For
say
example, I
something.
know I've like to say, for example, like it was a situation with Nick. I don't know with Nick and the cars where people had to get their cars back. Like some people, some people didn't qualify them because they actually didn't have jobs and stuff like that.
So they
So
had, yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So that the bank snatched the contract back because that they're liable for that.
And so that at this point, we're speculating, but here's what we do know.
Yeah, that's
This is public knowledge, okay? Um, Arlo has filed a lawsuit to try to get the bank back. Okay. And I want to put this lawsuit up. I am not an attorney, but this is his interpretation of the reason why we're in conservatorship. He could not speak, but this is just as good as him coming on the podcast and saying what happened. He said to me he could not speak about it because this is being handled with the court. Okay. There's a 3-page lawsuit that is public knowledge that you guys can go find. It says former CEO seeks court order to reverse the conservatorship. Okay, it says a former executive, People's Trust. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Has asked the federal court to lift a conservatorship of 3.3 million People's Trust Community FCA here, arguing that the agency relied on an incomplete record, ignored vendor failures, and acted aim to conflict interests. Okay, let me go and put this other one up. Okay, it says the filing was submitted by Arlo Washington, the founder, CEO of the bank. I'm going to try to jump around on this and just read the important part. On January 16th, placed the People's Trust in conservatorship. It said that it made its decision due to unsafe and unsound practices at the credit union. In the application, the district, whatever they said, whatever district they come from, and it's a lot of mumbo jumbo, but I'm going to go down where it says he argues the NCUA failed to intervene with vendors despite formal complaints, documentation submitted in 2025. Okay, here's the third page of it. A filing also alleges that misconduct and conflicts of interest. Washington claims that the NCUA examiner later joined a competing credit union, raising concerns about regulatory imparity, and that another examiner's family tied to servicing the credit union created potential financials and supervisory conflicts. Okay. The complaint further questions an external audit referral process that it says a lack of transparency and independent safeguards. Washington disputes that assertion that unsafe and unsound conditions justify the conservatorship, okay? Noting that People's Trust capital declines stem from vendors' costs, fraud losses, to payment system vulnerabilities, accounting charge-offs, and delayed grant funding, okay? So that's where Arlo is saying is what happened. Okay, the NUCA called report data that shows that the capital plunges from 7.5% in December of 2024 to 2% in September of last year. Washington says that management has launched redemption efforts, including a business plan revision, a ledger cleanup, vendor changes, and risk reduction steps before regulators took control. So he was saying that he was trying to fix this before they took the bank into conservatorship. The filing adds that the court stay conservatorship actions and order the expedited hearing. So he is actually trying to get this loan back. If you guys want to read the article, See You Today is where you can find this. I went online and I pulled this. seeyoutoday.info is where you can go and find this article that claims everything. So this is Arlo saying that basically they were, oh, Jayla, you're tired.
I went to work, y'all. I'm trying.
This is what Arlo's word. This is what his response to the conservatorship. Now, let me just read. Crystal is saying, so they manipulated the numbers to get people approved, and now we're here. Crystal, we don't know that. We're just talking through this.
Yeah, we're just
do
saying
not
that
know.
that could be a way to get into. We're
Yeah,
not
we're
saying
just
that's what
speculating.
happened.
Yeah,
We're
Steven
just
over on
speculation.
YouTube. Big round of applause to Steven over YouTube. He said the banks are fraud. Okay, he said they loan you your own credit as you are a creditor. Okay. Candy's coming back in again. Okay, let me get her back in. So that's Arlo's response to the conservatorship. So my question is, and maybe you guys can help, if I have an account at People's Trust, can I still make purchases? If I have a debit card, can I still put my money in the bank, still go and buy things with my debit card? Does the bank still operate in its same, procedure as if before this conservatorship is what I would ask? Does anybody know if that's the case?
Well, I mean, if based off of the counter lawsuit, I'm thinking that Arlo and his current management, they're going to change the process because he's saying the change of vendors and process and regulations. So I think there, if he does get the conservatorship canceled, it's still going to be a different process as far as going forward with the People Trust.
Yeah, and so all of the information that we found out, Jayla and I just looked it up. All right, and so that's why this is such a tricky situation, because even the live he did, it was very vague. It didn't really tell
Hmm.
much
Yeah.
about what happens when a conservatorship happens. It was real vague. It was just that it happened. We're fighting to get it back. So if I have an account, do I go try to get my money out of the bank? What happens next? I don't know what's going to happen with this. I don't know we don't know what to tell you. We just knew that this was um trending very, it was trending a lot. And it seems like a lot of people are being very supportive of Arlo because he has helped a lot of people out.
Hmm.
So the money, the GoFundMe money, Marcella is saying that he's asking for a GoFundMe. How does that work? What are those? So do we use that GoFundMe money to get it back up to the 7.5% that they're trying to get it to? Is that
Yeah.
what you
What
guys understood it?
I mean, now that's why I would like to ask that. Like, where does the GoFundMe money go?
Yeah.
If you the
Yeah.
former CEO, I don't know. Do it go to the trustee for the bankruptcy of the bank?
Yeah.
I think he'll probably get a lot more support if he made that part right there more clear, like
Yeah.
where the GoFundMe pay or where the GoFundMe money would go.
Yeah.
I think he'll
Yeah.
get a lot more support.
Let me read this comment that Hollywood Tanya is saying. She says, basically, also, they are supposed to bail out and help with fraud issues, and the vendors didn't cover it to sum a piece of the lawsuit up. Banks are supposed to be protected too, and he wasn't protected. Maybe because he's a black bank. He's not getting treated like the other banks should. And, a lot of people are saying that they bail banks out all the time. So
Hmm.
where was the bailout for People's Trust
Yeah, it's
Bank?
depending on how it was structured. A lot of times, if you don't structure your stuff like the big boys, to try to cut, corners. Not saying it's what he did.
Mhm.
You won't get the same protection up under the umbrella as the big boys get. And sometimes when you structure your stuff the way the big boys do, you have to charge the cost more to your people. And he probably might have tried to keep the cost down for the community bank, by structuring it different. You know, but like with us, with our own people, you gotta always look out for yourself as well first.
Mhm.
Then look out
Mhm.
for your people
Mhm.
because not your
Mhm.
people, they'll turn their back on you quick, when it comes to their money. And
Yeah.
so I think
Yeah.
a lot of times, we looking at like I think for us like if he do get it back, hopefully he do. He have to more operate more based off of a strict structure.
Yeah.
Basically
Hmm.
looking at
Yeah.
his credit score. If you don't meet the credit score for this loan, I'm not gonna give it to you based off of trying to help a brother. This is a business. It's separate from personal.
Yeah.
And
I
so
did
Maria
pull up
is
the GoFundMe by the
okay.
way, and so he says,
Hold on a second. I'll read this comment, then I'm come to you, Jayla. Maria is saying, my only comment is pray for the best for this Black King. Okay, go ahead, Jayla. What were you saying? The
So
GoFundMe?
when you go to the GoFundMe for the People's Trust, it says today we're raising 750,000, 100,000 to preserve and strengthen this essential institution so it can continue serving those who need it the most. So that's one of the lines, but
Does
it goes over to
some of those GoFundMe tell you how much money is being raised already? Does it say how much money has been collected so far on the GoFundMe or no? Or
I
was
don't
that
see
was
it.
set up like that? You can set it up that
yeah.
it will say our goal is 100,000. So far, we've collected 50,000. Does it show on there? So this GoFundMe is not set up to show what they've raised so far. It's just saying that the goal is 700,000. Jayla is what they're saying.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so they're
Seven
trying to
750,000.
750,000 to get it. Read it again. What does it say it's trying to do?
So it gives a summary to what the People Trust is, and then one line it says today we are raising 750 $100,000 to preserve and strengthen this essential institution so it can continue serving those who need it the most.
All right, Latoya Casey is
So
saying
is it
great
just
question
like
about
it's
the
your
goal.
problem, fix it? I don't know if you can hear me.
It was okay. Let me read Latoya Casey is saying great question about the GoFundMe. How will he make sure those funds are allocated properly if he is the former CEO?
Yeah.
Or was he just demoted to a lower operating position? Now, what I understood is that those funds is going to go to that bank and whoever is supervising that bank. He was making this live. What I understand him to make this live was because he was just probably getting a lot of calls about it, and he need to let the his account holders and the public know what was happening with the conservatorship. In the conservatorship, they removed the manager because they're assuming that something faulty happened. So if something faulty has happened, you have to remove the person at the top.
Yeah.
So I understood that live to just say, hey, I'm the former CEO. If you want to help this bank, I started it from the ground up. This is real. We're in a fight. We're trying to get it back. Help by donating to get this money back to the 7.5 that it needs to be, and
Yeah.
then we can get our bank back. Is that the way you guys understood it or
I
no?
would. No, I mean, I was thinking. I was the way I heard it was like he raising money for the bank. But if it was me,
Yeah,
I
he's for the
wonder.
bank.
Yeah, man, if it was me, I wonder if I had to ask him a question. I would ask him, "Hey, would it be better if we just get 1,400 people to make a deposit and open up a new account and put in $1,000, where technically it's still your money, but you getting the bank accounts open, and you basically getting people to
You're
deposit
getting it back.
money
Yes.
into the bank
But
at the same time."
you can't. They completely closed the union.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I'm trying to understand. Yeah,
So Jayla, you're saying in this conservatorship, this people's trust is you cannot open accounts there anymore.
No. N-
Okay.
well, technically it's closed then. So I mean, that's what's the hard part about
It's
it, you
not a
know. But
permanent close as far as like it's being completely liquidated. It's just a temporary close. So that is why it communicates on the sign that you need to go to the Arkansas Federal Union as far as where they will write you a check for where to your active account that you had with the People's Trust. And then you
oh,
can
gotcha,
cash it at the Arkansas Federal Union. That's what I was trying
gotcha,
to explain earlier.
gotcha,
Okay. Let me
gotcha.
I
read
mean,
Marcella's.
somebody said
Go,
it
go.
is still open, but it's not as far as I didn't think it was open as far as operating with opening accounts. But maybe I'm wrong in that capacity.
Jay, that my interpreted is which Marcia Williamson. It's saying that they're still operating and hopefully they can get it back up. So somebody is over the CEO now. You still can get counts there. You still can cash your checks
Yeah.
there. They're
So
still doing business as usual, and they're going to try to get somebody who does better business. This is their accusation. This is what the government is saying. I'm not saying, and this is what I read into it. And when we get it back up to the 7.5,
7%. Yeah.
yeah, then it could get back private owned, whoever the owners are, which doesn't make
That's
sense. Let me read some of
that's
these comments, Anthony. Let me
what.
read. Marcella is saying, if you're not credit worthy, why would you risk all of like this? I understand his goal, but you have to protect yourself against anything or anyone that can cause you harm. Hollywood Tanya is saying he can still get it back. He technically not the former. He still has a chance. He's slick still listed as part of it. Okay. And Miss Williamson, Marie Williamson is saying, I think it's still open, is what she was saying. Go
So,
ahead,
according
Anthony.
to the
Okay.
official federal government site, it says member services will continue while
Don't talk to me.
they will work on it. But then it says member services will continue uninterrupted at Arkansas Federal Credit Union's branch, and then it gives the
Yeah.
cancel
Okay.
location.
Is this what you sent me right here? Is this what this says?
That's the official message from the federal government as far as
Placed
that the
under the memo credit union share. Okay, no, it doesn't say. Okay, so you're saying the website says what again, Jayla? Say it again. I'm sorry.
It says it in the first line that the member services will continue while, the union works to resolve, but member services will continue uninterrupted at Arkansas Federal Credit Union's branch, the Federal Credit Union
Oh,
location.
okay.
So the member services are still happening, but it's not through the actual People's Trust Bank right now.
It's
Okay.
through
So that's
Arkansas
why I
Federal.
meant when I said it's not operating, you couldn't
Yes.
necessarily open a bank. You do have to do that through the Arkansas Federal Credit Union.
Better credit union.
So then
So
my
so if I
question.
open up okay, go ahead, go ahead.
No, Anthony, go ahead. I'm gonna yield to you.
So what I was going to ask, so if I open up an account at the Arkansas Federal Credit Union, right? Is it a way they can say, hey, I want to CC my money as a deposit to support the 7% that goes toward the the People's Trust
That's
Bank,
a good
or
question.
or if I open up an account at Federal Credit Union, does it go toward Arkansas Credit Union?
Yeah. How does it help the people's trust
Yeah,
back?
how
Is
does
what
it
you're
help him?
asking.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, man, there's so many questions here. That's why people were tagging, talking about it. And at this point, we are just trying to do as much information, to figure out what's going on. Obviously, this has affected our community. We want to be a podcast that try to inform as much as we can. We all know and love Arlo watches. And I picked up the phone and texted him and said, brother, how can I help? You know what I mean? When he first did this, he hit me right back and said, brother, I'm glad you're trying to help. I'll call you. He never did get to call me, but he said he was going to call me. But I mean, it is so much speculation about what this conservatorship is. You know what I mean? What I do hear from this is that he has helped a lot of people. He has probably helped some people that didn't deserve to be helped, that didn't deserve to get these loans. So what I hear people are saying is try to donate if you can. Try to spread good love, pray for him. Let me read a couple of these comments here. Crystal Caffey is saying administrative has a lot to do with he's not personally doing each application by himself. I know people who were talking about go there and they'll give you a loan. I got information about it. I didn't go do it because they were guaranteeing me a loan. People were abusing the system. And then Hollywood Tanya saying, I'm rooting for him, but hopefully he sees the people. He sees the people makes the money to pay back next time. Forget the hope and dreams. He needs to see they actually work for it. So I guess Tanya is saying that basically she's saying that a lot of people didn't pay back their loan. That's what mostly is what she's saying, that if you get a loan, you can help them by trying to pay the money back, is what Tanya is saying.
Yeah.
We'll end it by saying, hey, we're just going to keep praying for him. Hopefully they get figured out. Arlo started this. It was a big accomplishment for him to be the first Black-owned bank in Arkansas. We are all praying that you get your bank back, that you get back to being the CEO. I agree. When you start something from the ground up, you have blood, sweat, you got sweat equity in it. It's like your baby. And so when that would be like someone coming and taking this podcast from me. I mean, it would hurt. So please, please, please name him in your prayers tonight. Pray for the guy. Hopefully he gets his bank back. Hopefully they help him to get back on the right track. And hopefully he can continue to help our community with the underserved communities, giving them loans. Do y'all have anything else y'all want to say before we go on to the next thing?
No, I want to. Somebody did drop the link to his GoFundMe on here, or link to directly to his website. That's also how I was able to pull up the GoFundMe with the link. So, if you definitely are looking into contributing to the cause for the People Trust, definitely donate to the GoFundMe.
Crystal Caffey, she put it there. She said, peoplestrustloanfund.org is the link. peoplestrustloanfund.org. If you want to support him, it is in the comments and you can do that. Okay. All right, Jada, what else you got next on your list?
This is more onto national news. As far as what's trending, I don't know if they heard about the Olympic star Sha'Carri Richardson, how she recently got arrested for excessive speeding.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
So to keep this in mind, she was arrested earlier in the year at the airport for her domestic dispute situation with her and her boyfriend. But this time she was arrested earlier this year for dangerous excessive speeding, where she was clocked at 104 miles in a 65 speed zone. Yes.
Oh my goodness. You want me to play the video that
yes, the video's trending.
Here it is.
Sir, please, please, I'm begging you. You are going to have a little bit of time to make some phone calls. You are going to jail. 100, 101, passing a car at 101, 103, 104. I would wipe that smile off your face. I'm Sergeant McDaniels with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. You're being stopped for dangerous excessive speeding.
I understand my tire at the back is like literally on 29.
So you're driving at 100. Hold on. You're driving at 104 miles an hour in a 65 mile an hour zone with subpar equipment, flashing people to get out of your lights, out of your lane, following too close, using every lane to pass everybody, cutting me off, passing a car on the inside shoulder with their hazard lights on, you're going to jail for dangerous excessive speeding.
I promise you, I am a law-abiding citizen. I have my ID, my insurance is on my phone. There was no intention of me speeding today. I promise you, sir.
Is this a good address for you, Lake Valley
Yes,
Drive?
sir. I'm here. I'm local, sir. Please work with me. I promise you.
I don't know what work with you means.
Not work with me. I understand that. I will take the ticket. I will show support.
No, like I told you, you're going
That's
to
iffy
jail.
for the most part.
Allow me to go to, please, sir. Please.
Listen to me.
Please, sir. I really.
It's
All right,
nothing.
here we go. All right. So basically, she was doing 104
In a
because she
65.
had, and she said that her air was low in her tire. And
Yeah.
so
That's even worse. I wouldn't have said that shit. That's like me. I would have said that part, man. Hey, I would have played like I was sick or some shit. I would have been like, man, I got to get to the hospital, nigga. I done swallowed a quarter or some shit. I would have said, so I would have said,
Say that.
I would have said my damn Tylo.
yeah.
I would have said somebody in the hospital died.
So yeah, Sha'Carri cannot stay out of trouble. She got arrested in the airport for domestic stuff and now here. Some people are
I
just
didn't
And
know
then,
about that. She
yeah,
stayed
and then
doing
to make
dumb
it worse, her boyfriend came to her aid and then got arrested too on the
Hey,
scene for
dumbass.
drug paraphernalia
what you
I'm not,
and
saying?
hey,
resisting officer
hey.
without violence.
I'm
Yes.
not coming to the scene, baby. I got technology. I'm finna FaceTime be there with you, baby. I see you, baby. Just be quiet. I'm coming down there and get you, baby. Don't worry about nothing. You know, be quiet. You're gonna make the bond money go up, you know. You know, you should know the law. You know, if you speed over 20 miles per hour, 20 miles over the speed limit, you're gonna go to jail. So just remember the next time, baby. Be quiet, shut the fuck up. I'll be down there to get your ass. That's what I would have told her. Don't do no more talking. Cause you're gonna make if that bond go over $1,000, I'm gonna leave your ass down there. I'm telling you right now, you better shut the fuck up.
Hey.
Okay, Jayla.
Tell you
Jayla,
that
what do you
bond.
have next? You know, Evan the PA gonna help the situation. What's your
No,
next
make it
story?
worse. Up next, I have done the situation with Don Lemon from
Oh my
CNN was
goodness. Okay.
arrested. It's
All right,
crazy.
so I want to start. This is a lot, okay? And we got this Don Lemon stuff is just all over CNN, all of the national news.
Yeah.
So apparently, let me just try to bring you up. Don Lemon was arrested. He was charged, federally charged. He went to this church and he was there was a protest at a church, and he went inside the church and he was doing interviews with the pastor. He was doing reporting, okay? Because Don and President Trump has had this long-standing beef where he has, even when he was at CNN, he did not like Donald Trump. He did not, he wasn't shy about it. But after he left CNN, he became an independent journal, okay?
Yep.
And here's some of the things that he said about Donald Trump to cause this beef and to cause Donald Trump to get DOJ to arrest him. I'm going to play a couple of them. It's crazy.
Way. Now, if they wanted to make someone person of the year, they would have made someone who, and my God, I'm sure he loves this, right? If they wanted to make someone person of the year, I don't know, they could have done it with any person. People, they could have done it to someone who actually stood for democracy, who stands for democracy in the country. Now, you think about what encompasses person of the year. Just because you are elected president of the United States does not mean that you should be person of the year. What Time Magazine, what are you doing? Let me ask you, Time Magazine. What do you say to the women who, I guess, still read Time Magazine?
I'm going to fast forward a little bit, y'all.
The cover of your magazine who is in a free and fair election. You have someone on the cover of your magazine who is an adjudicated assaulter. You have someone who inspired an insurrection. You have someone who, without a doubt, the evidence is there, tried to overturn a free and fair election. Finding out, you dumb fucking idiots. Now you're just
run it back.
And then after that, return a free and fair election. Some farmers say without these workers, they have about 2 days that they can run their farms. And then after that, it's over. Oh my gosh, I love this. Now you're finding out, you dumb fucking idiots. Now you're just figuring this shit out. You're so fucking stupid and you deserve it. You fucking deserve it because you're so dumb. Jim, it's hypocrisy. So go with me here. Yes, I am gloating over your stupidity and how you were taken. I'm cackling brain.
Attention, ICE. Let me just say something that most journalists will not say. They can't say it. I understand that. But I'm an independent journalist now, so I can't say it. Fuck off, ICE. Fuck all the way off. You are low-life losers, and you feel empowered by your dear leader, Donald Trump. You have never had this position of power before, small person, and you are treating people in an inhumane way, and you don't even understand why, because you're too dumb to figure it out.
So that's what some of the things that you guys have heard him get into it with Donald Trump. So, you know, it is very unethical for Donald Trump to get DOJ to try to arrest this man. I mean, the First Amendment protects him. The First Amendment is freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom to assemble, right to petition, and freedom of the press. You cannot arrest somebody for interviewing, doing press work.
Hey, what was he arrested for?
I was about to
So
say
he was
his two official charges are conspiracy to deprive rights, and then the second was a violation of the FACE Act, which is the freedom of access in a clinical interests, which protects places of worship.
So what they were trying to act as if, Anthony, that he was a protester, and they were trying to charge him like he protested winning these people church and was protesting inside. It's okay to assemble outside the church, but once you went in, he is saying, I'm not a protester. I am a part of the media, and I'm covering this story. So under that,
but he don't have that media coverage no more. Remember, he's an independent now.
Well, even independent media still have the same privileges. Yes, they do, Anthony. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
They don't.
It doesn't matter if you work for CNN or you work for yourself. He has the same privileges that CNN analyst does.
That's why he was able to say what he said, like "fuck off ICE" and all that. He couldn't say that on CNN.
Well, he wouldn't have said that on CNN. He would have been fired.
Is a different, as a brand.
Yeah,
As somebody
he
else,
would have been fired. So he can say that because he owns the platform.
Yeah, but he don't have. I got what you're saying. Yeah.
No, and I mean, obviously, here's what the CNN analyst was saying about this, and we're gonna play it all, but I want you to hear about what the chief CNN analyst said about this.
Programming. I'm a journalist.
The arrest of journalist and former CNN anchor Don Lemon is shocking on so many levels, starting with the fact that going after journalists for actions that are almost arguably always protected by the First Amendment. That's shocking, as well as the Assistant Attorney General Harmeet Dillon labeling Don and the protesters domestic terrorists, which is arguably a violation of the DC Bar Code of Professional Conduct. But beyond that, the charges have already been rejected by two different judges. The Justice Department's initial arrest warrant against Don was rejected by Magistrate Judge Douglas Micco, who signed off on 3 other arrest warrants, but not Don's. And then the Justice Department immediately appealed it, which is very surprising. And in fact, the Chief Judge, the Honorable Patrick Schultz, a former clerk for Antonin Scalia at the U.S. Supreme Court, and also a George W. Bush appointee, commented in a letter how surprising it was, saying that he had surveyed all of the judges, some of whom have been judges in our district.
So anyway, what CNN is just saying is that they have no right, Anthony, to do what they did. That's basically what he's saying. He's saying that DOJ will charge you for anything, but whether the reason why Donald Trump had him charged, he's not going to be found guilty of it.
Yeah.
But by the time you hire an attorney, by the time you go to jail, it's just to show you, don't fucking play with me. That's basically what he's doing. That's basically what he did.
Hey, when he was out of office and all those reporters were all jumping on the bandwagon against him, right? When he had no power, when he wasn't the president no more, right? When they put those 91 counts of charges on Trump, right? It was fair game for them then, right? So now you got to remember, he didn't put himself back into presidency. over half the country voted for him.
They did. They did.
So
Now,
so
you're
what
right
that
about
means
that.
is
You're
they
right about
put him
that.
back in power. They put him back in power, right? So
You're
now
right.
he coming after y'all asses. You can't
You're
complain
right.
now.
You're right.
It was
And
good for
listen,
him.
I think it's terrible. I think we should not have a leader of our free world playing games, and just because somebody disagree with what you're doing and standing up and saying, I think that's terrible to use your
Yeah.
power in that way. But like you
yeah.
said, Anthony, shit, I didn't vote for him, so I can't be mad. The people that
Yeah.
vote for him needs to be mad. I didn't vote for his ass, so I mean,
Well, my thing is right here. If I know this motherfucker the most powerful man in the world, you, Dunn, this is advice to you, Dunn Lemon. You are still a minority. You don't want to go up against the majority because you're gonna lose every time. You know, if anything, just keep it quiet for 3 more years, and when he get out of office, then say what the fuck you want to say. But don't say it
Well,
now, Dunn. Don't say it now, please. Don't say it.
hey, Patricia saying, preach P. They will put him in office. Crystal is saying, and they will vote for him again if they could.
Yeah,
The man
goddamn
is
right. So
crazy.
what you think they're gonna do to Dunn as? Shit, if he can incite all them people to go to the United States state capitol and tie some shit up, what do you think they'll do with his ass?
Well, that's why you got to be careful who you vote for, because like P said, y'all put him in office, and so but here's the deal, Anthony P, he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do too. I mean,
so
he did.
Promises made, promises kept.
Yes, he did. He did.
When we put a motherfucker in there that look like us, what we get?
Yeah, you're right. You're
Not
so
a goddamn thing.
You are, but P is making.
I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just
telling the truth. He's telling the truth. He is telling the truth. Let's cover your last story, your Ray J story, Jayla.
Yes, I don't know if y'all saw that video. Okay, it's not funny, y'all, but it's not. But it's the way this man got on the internet saying this. So, Ray J revealed that he is suffering from a severe heart failure, where his heart is functioning at 25 to 60% capacity. So,
Ray J is crazy.
the video you'll see kind of shows you why I say Ray J. I don't know. Play the video, Pete.
Okay, I'll play it. Here it goes.
I thought I was a bigger, like I had more weight. I thought I was a big, so I'm like, I can handle all the alcohol, like I handle all the Adderall, I can handle all the drugs, I can handle everything, but I couldn't. And it curved my time here. It curved it. It curved all my time here. You know what I'm saying? I fucked myself real bad. I didn't think so though. I'm like rolling around like this, like damn, like yo, I'm going so hard. I'm on like 4 or 5 bottles a day, 10 Addies.
That's pretty much it, B.
Ain't nothing happening to me.
Yeah, Ray J is high. He was probably high when he was making it.
Man,
he was probably high when he was making that.
He said again, like he said in the video, a lot of this he claims comes from excessive drinking and drugs over the years. But in his defense, I guess this diagnosis came out to the betterment of him because he actually got the protective order that was against him with his ex-wife, or what is it? Princess, his ex-wife yet? His separated wife, basically. They lifted the protective order since his kid was worried about his health.
Oh Lord. I see you, Carissa. Hold on a minute. Crystal Phillips is saying cocaine is a powerful drug. Patricia Moore is saying cocaine is a hell of a drug. Crystal is saying I thought alcohol affects the liver and kidneys. So Ray J was probably high when he was making this video. I ain't gonna lie. He probably was high when he was making this video. You just never know. You just never know. All right, Jayla, is that all you got for the news today?
Yes, it is.
Will you be joining us for our Ask UTB question, or
Of
are you
course,
out of here?
always.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring Carissa in because for some odd reason, I can only, let me see if Candy, I can only have so many people on, and then I want to get you to come back so that you could answer it is crazy. Our Ask UTB question is really crazy today.
Okay.
I'm going to bring Carissa in and let's talk about the Harding Hustle formal wear, and then we'll bring you back, okay?
Okay.
All right, let me bring our other guest in. Let me get Jayla out of here, and let me bring Candy back in. And then let me bring our guests in for the evening. Hold on, let me see. Let me get her in here. This thing is okay. Let's see if I can get her in here. There she go. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm trying to get you on with my whole team. How is your evening?
It's been going great. I've been relaxing.
So for those of you guys who are just tuning in, we're going to talk about the Heart and Hustle former Galentine's formal event that happened on last night. We have the founder here with us, Miss Carissa Hill Uche. Ochi. And so first of all, welcome to the podcast. I wanted you to come on today because I've been following your movement. I've been following your Galentine event. I think it is super, super dope that you are honoring women. I just tell everybody that I talk to on the level or B level, it's really cool when I have guys, but when I interview females that are doing their thing and on there, like it is so special when you get a woman just in her bag and has her motion in doing so. Big ups to you and your staff for putting this event on. And I want to let you just start explaining how you even came up with this idea to do this.
Okay. Well, probably about 6 years ago, I was scrolling through social media and I came across this event that was happening in Atlanta, Georgia. And it was, around COVID time, and myself and my daughter caught a flight out to Atlanta, and we attended this gala. It was called the Galentine's Day Gala. And I thought that was so neat. I saw the promo for it. It was beautiful. Colors was red. It was knockout. And so I reached out to the founder of that organization and let her know that myself and my daughter were coming in town, and that how could we get the best experience of her gala that she was having. And so she advised that we get VIP and just get the full experience, and we did just that. I mean, there was a lot of celebrities there because of course we were in Atlanta, Georgia, and it was just exhilarating to see so many women empowering each other, uplifting each other. And I was like, this is just amazing. It blew me away. And so on my way back home, my daughter and I were like, this was just too amazing to just leave this here.
Yeah.
And so my daughter came back with like all these ideas. She was ready to get into real estate, and she's done just that. It just was so empowering and motivating. When I got back home, I was like, wow, we need to do this. We need to do this. So I reached back out to that founder and asked her to come to our state and do the same thing. And she was like, no, I've been listening to you go on and on. I bet you can take care of this yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is you have how many categories? How many people did you have nominated? I want to get right into the categories that you had to choose from, the voting process, how the winners were, and then we're going to do some housekeeping as well. But go ahead, and how many categories did you have to start this process off?
Well, initially we only had about 7. This is our 6th annual that we just completed last night. So of course it has grown.
Okay.
We with like maybe 7 or 8 categories. We've grown now to 16 categories.
Okay.
We are just elated that so many women think so much about their fellow coworkers, sisters, daughters, aunts, friends, that it's just amazing. Our website, we had like a premium style website with like, I'm sure you all are familiar with like WordPress, and we just continue to have to upgrade it every single time. I mean, every few weeks we've had to upgrade this because so many people have gone to this website to where it couldn't handle it. So on average, we're used to now about 20,000 people on the website a day.
Wow.
And but yeah, it got really heavy. There were over 2,100 nominations that came in. Of course, some for the same woman, but just in total, we had over 2,000 nominations. We had maybe 78,000 votes that came in. It was just crazy numbers.
Okay, so is it all right? Did I call you Carissa? Can I call you Carissa? Okay, so Carissa, so how does someone get nominated? So if I wanted to nominate anybody, I can just go on the site and nominate. After the nomination, what happens when I nominate them?
Okay, so we opened up our website basically on Black Friday, and I began promotion to let people know, okay, the website is open. You're more than welcome to come here and nominate your favorite female business professional. So the categories are already there. So you go to the website, you kind of go through each category, and I'm sure then you think about a woman that is in the medical profession, or you think about a woman that's a real estate agent, or your favorite woman is whatever the case may be. So you basically click on that section, type in your lady's name, and then notification comes over to our team. So then we reach back out to you and say, thank you for nominating your favorite female. Please send over her photo. Please send over her name as well as her category. And that's all we really need from you at that time. And so we take that.
So you set the categories, right? Hustle of the year, whatever their categories were. And so if I know somebody that fit in those categories, I nominate Jayla with the T for Hustle of the Year, right?
Right.
You ask me to send a picture of Jayla with the T. I send you a picture. You guys get her a flyer. Y'all post it out that somebody has nominated Jayla with the T for Hustle of the Year, right?
Correct.
All right. So at some point in time, the voting process, when does the voting happens if I want to vote for her?
We let our nomination process go for about 4 weeks because we want it to be all inclusive. And so we go out with nominations up until about 1 week before our gala so that we can turn those votes on and people can vote from anywhere between 5 to 7 days, kind of depending on what day of the week we start the voting process. So
Okay. And so when the voting starts, you do that, and then you guys cut the voting off a couple of days before the ceremony, a day?
It's midnight the night before the gala.
Okay, so people all get up, they come down, and they're Sunday's best, and it's just like most awards that you see on the TV, and the winner is, and boom.
Yeah.
I saw you had a really great gift plaque that you were giving them. Have you given them all away? Do you still have one you can show us, or have you given them all away?
I'll have all 6 of them. I have this one was this year's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really nice.
Okay, so you get that little plaque. All right, so here's what I want to go over the categories and the winners real quick.
Okay.
Go over all your categories and who won them.
Okay, so categories consist of our medical professional female. The winner for that category was Patricia Grubbs. Wonderful woman. She was.
Yep.
Wonderful.
I guess I can't do that out for everybody, can I?
You can.
Okay. All right. You go ahead and tell me the next category and the winner.
Okay. The next category is Female Real Estate Guru of the Year. And the winner for that category is LaQuanda Thompson.
And LaQuanda is going to be one of our guests on the second Wednesday on the Level with B level. She is going to be one of our guests. So good, big up for LaQuanda. Okay.
LaQuanda. She's so eloquent. I love her.
Yeah.
The Female Spiritual Leader of the Year was Stephanie Miller Owens.
Okay. Do you know where she's from? Where she?
She's from Eudora.
Eudora. Okay.
This year we got a lot of nominees that are spread out. I thought that was really great. For the Female Beauty and Barber Professional, the young lady that took home the win was Crystal Tisdale.
Yeah, Crystal Tisdale. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes. The Fashion Trailblazer of the Year for 2025 is Shanisha Davis.
Shanisha Davis. Yep. Okay. All right.
This lady took home a big win. She had almost all the votes that were on the category. She topped the Richter. The Female Positive Mentor Influencer of the Year is Renee Light.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Big ups to her. All right.
Female Philanthropy of the Year of 2025 is Kimberly Moore Davis.
Yep. Round of applause for her. Okay.
Yes. This young lady, she had the most votes of all. The Female Media Professional of the Year, Tiffany Anderson.
Okay. Big ups to her. All right.
Female Education Impact Leader, beautiful young lady, Natalia Porche.
Okay. Different last name. Okay.
Female Child Care Excellence Award goes to Tracy Turner.
Tracy Turner. Okay. All right. Good job. Okay.
And this category, we added it at the end because there were some differences, like maybe a travel agent, and they didn't fall in the category of all of the others. And this is our niche service provider of the year. The young lady that took home this win was Akaya Blake.
Okay. Big round of applause for her. Big round of applause for her. Okay.
Yes, yes. Then we have the Culinary Arts Business Professional of 2025,
All right.
Paisley, seasoned by P.
Yeah, we know Paisley, Coach P. All right. Okay. All right. Chef P. All right.
Then we also have the podcast professional of 2025. Her name is Queen KLW.
Okay. Congratulations to her. Congratulations to her. Okay.
We also have the funeral professional, business professional female, and that's Miss Trudine Brown of Superior Funeral Home.
Okay. Big ups to her. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right.
We also have the fitness professional, the lovely Nicole Broadway.
I know Nicole. Congratulations to Nicole.
And last but not least, the hustler of the year of 2025, awesome female, Shantae Rochelle.
Wow. Now, so let me ask you about the female hustler of the year. How many people were nominated? That was probably was that the majority of the nominees for the female hustlers? Because you could be anything if you're hustling, right? So
That's right.
how many people did they have to vote for in that category?
It was over 20. It was like over, it was quite a few.
Our very own Candy Webb was nominated for the female hustler. She is trying to get back in. She's having some technical difficulties, but she was trying to get in. Now, Carissa, let's talk about all of the great things. You always have some people, no matter how great that comes, and you had a PR thing that was posted the week prior to you coming. And I want to put this up, and then I want to give my opinion, and then I'm going to let you and the team is going to reply on it too. Okay. This young lady said, I was nominated, a very sweet, dear friend who's deserving of this event. She was extremely excited about the nomination and immediately purchased a $600 worth of tickets. Unfortunately, before the event, her mother passed, and her homegoing services were the same day of the event. She reached out to the organizer, and the organizer refuses to refund her money. What checked the site? We wasn't able to find the refund policy. I felt horrible at this point nominating her. Is there any way that someone can assist us? What to do? Her mom has passed. And so I saw this being shared so many times. So let me get this off here and get my face at delay. I saw this being shared so many times the week prior to the event. And I got my team on here, right? Tristan, you're there. Jayla, you're here. Anthony, you're here. I guess I'll go first. Obviously I have been an event planner or promoter for almost 35 years in this market. And I did see people sharing it. Some people had some negative insight about you not wanting to refund her money. Some people was saying, if you guys want to buy a ticket, can you just buy the ticket? But I saw a lot of just sharing. And I thought, it made its way into our little group chat that we have when we're talking about discussion. And Tristan, I want you to speak first because you're the one that brought it to us. What did you think was going on? Yeah, I'm gonna. You want me to go first, Tristan, or you want to go first?
If you want to blame it on me,
no. I mean, do you want me to speak on it first?
I can go first. I can go first.
So you take it over how this came to our chat and how we got talking about this.
Well, I came to our chat to see what our intake was on the I guess the refund portion of it. I think it's the young lady, her mom passed away. With me, I feel like, to me, my own view, I feel like things happen in life or whatever the case may be. I can pay my rent, and my parents can pass away tomorrow. I'm not gonna call the rent company or any type of event that I purchase or any type of party I'm going to. I'm not gonna reach out to them like, hey, I have my mom died, I need to get my money. I just don't. I feel like she had a refund policy. I feel like she should look at the refund policy, but typically most events are non-refundable.
Yeah.
That's just me. I wouldn't be griping about getting my money back, because if that's the case, you should call everybody else you spent money that week with, like the McDonald's or the Hardee's, or you paying
Yeah.
your phone bill. Like, I feel like you should reach out to them too and see if they. But I don't know. I feel like maybe the friend was going overboard, because I don't think it was actually the young lady who was made the post. I think it was her friend who actually made the post. But I don't know. It's just, I feel like it got viral because of the sentimental moment of the mother passing. Everybody was looking at versus the business. Sometimes we put our feelings in things versus looking at business.
Yeah.
But
That
me, I probably would have, if I knew her, I probably would have probably just gave her half of the money back, or gave it to him if I knew her. But I mean, you know,
Anthony, I'm
you just
coming
don't
to
get.
you. I'm coming to you.
But I, but
Finish
with
up, Tristan. Finish up.
I'm not gonna call and ask for my money back.
Okay. All right. Anthony,
Just
Chris, I
because I
want you.
made
I
a
want. I
purchase.
want you to
You can't
respond
control
last.
what
I'm gonna let you
happens.
go last, Chris. All right, Anthony. What do you think about this woman that's nominated a friend and wanted the money back? What do you think about that?
Now, I mean, we already know mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, everybody. Everybody know you not promised tomorrow, right? So if I go buy
Right.
a goddamn ticket predicated on going in the future, there's a possibility I might not make it to that goddamn day.
Right.
So my insurance company or my insurance policy is not gonna give me no money back on the ticket I purchased, hoping I was gonna go to an event that I purchased in advance. So with that being said, no, you can't get no money back. You took a gamble. I understand mama died, but
Yeah.
we've been knowing mama gonna die one day. We've been knowing mama, daddy gonna die one. This is not our forever home here on earth. You die. When you go to church every day, every Sunday, you say, we leaving here, we going to heaven. So if you know you gonna go heaven or hell one day, why do it matter? I give you your goddamn money back. You can't use it on the funeral. Now it's different if you say, hey, we ain't got the money to bury my mama. Can y'all at least give us a donation to put towards the money on the funeral home or some shit, But other than that, nah, I can't give you no money back on this.
Good.
But I do have a question though. What was $600 spent on? What she get six VIPs or something?
we're gonna let Carissa
Okay, okay,
respond last.
okay.
Candy, I see you. I'm about to bring you in. Candy, do not touch anything. I see you in my waiting room. I'm gonna bring you up. Jayla, respond to this, and then I'm gonna bring Candy in. You drop off and let Candy come in. Go ahead, Jayla. You respond to it. Do you have an opinion on this?
I'm kind of like Tristan. I would have a refund would not have been on my mind, to be honest with you. That would have been
Yeah.
one of the last things I would have been operating, moving, and just knew I wasn't gonna make the event. But that's just me
Yeah,
speaking. I would have
Yeah.
took my
yeah.
L on that. But that's just me.
Or I
Okay.
could have sold the ticket. She could have sold the ticket to some other people,
All
that
right,
wanted to
Jayla, I
go.
want you to go out and come back in once Carissa leaves, okay? I'm going to bring Candy in up front, okay? And I go ahead and go out now. We'll bring Candy. And Candy, while we're bringing in, I'm going to speak. I have been doing events for 35 years, right? And once you purchase a ticket to my Christmas party, to my whatever you get, our sales are finals, right? I mean, I am mimicking what Tristan said, what Anthony said. It is unfortunate, right? We're praying for you. But the hotel that I rented is still expecting their money. Um, Business must go on. Business can't be personal. We cannot make business personal. If we give you a refund, then somebody else sister can pass. And I'm
Or they
not saying that
dog, or
that's
they cat.
I'm not saying that, but business have to be black and white. It can't. There's no gray area in business. And so
Yeah.
that's my deal. Candy, we know you've had some time to get in. What is your take on the response before we go to Miss Carissa?
I didn't get a chance to speak. Hello. I agree with my team members. As an event planner, I don't know why they feel like the money is set aside for emergencies. So when you start planning an event, the money is allotted in different places, and it's like we're not being malicious by not giving you a refund that's already stated in the beginning that it's not refundable. So, but I don't. The person holding the event kind of takes the hit when we're not doing anything malicious. But like Tristan said, you can't call Energy, you can't call all these other places and say, hey, this unfortunate thing happened, can I get a refund? But we kind of catch the strays because it's almost like the
The
banking
blacks.
thing.
You can
Like
say it. You can
nobody.
say it. You can say it. The blacks. The black
Yeah, yeah,
small
Yeah,
yeah,
business.
nobody
yeah, yeah.
nobody protects
The
us.
blacks.
Nobody really protects us. Kind of almost like the bank situation. Like we're not protected. We just catch strays because there's nobody kind of protecting us. But I mean, I seen it in event planner and event planning. It's like you just need somebody to blame, but it's an unfortunate thing. But we have money allotted in places that's already spent, and I think
Yeah.
she said something like maybe a week of the event that money gone.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
All
That's
right. Well,
just how
thank
that's
you,
my.
Carissa. You have been waiting so patiently. Why did you give this lady? Why didn't you refund her money back? Put it back on mute, Candy.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Carissa.
Okay, so first I want to say this platform has turned from just something that I felt my city needed to now what I know as a mission for women that I already was in love with because I was a hairstylist for 30 years. So I didn't really put two and two together of that's why I was yearning to go to the event in Atlanta and yearning to bring it back here. It was really the same vibration as being a hairstylist, having a connection with women. That's first. Second, the young lady purchased her ticket. And to answer your question, Tristan, she purchased a sponsorship package. So it wasn't just a ticket, it came with several different amenities, free drinks, preferential seating, logo placement if you're a business owner. Just our way of saying, we appreciate you for supporting our organization because I've since the beginning of this now has turned Heart and Hustle into Heart, Hustle, and Humanity, which is now a nonprofit and 501c3 organization. So we accept sponsorships and then we exalt those people that support our mission. That's two. Once the young lady did take care of her ticket, she reached out to me and I wanted to handle her situation with care. And so I had already advised her well before this post came about that because we are a nonprofit organization, there's no pot that we can dip in and out and still be ethical with our mission and our bylaws because we do have a board that we do have to answer to. But I did let her know, but coming from a female with compassion, I will make sure that in the near future, once the ice clears in the next couple of days before the event is when most of our supporters purchase their tickets, you'll be able to do some bartering or swap out your ticket with another family or group that's going to step up. And that did happen. And so we were able to get her monies rectified. She did get a refund in the timely manner that I had told her. I just feel like her friend moved faster, and if the ice hadn't have come down, we probably could have moved a little faster, but of course that put everybody on pause. So once that began to melt, we did get several sponsorship tables to come in, but I think that she felt like because it hadn't moved at the pace that she would have desired, that it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, or it did end up happening. She did end up getting all of her money back because another family did step up, organization stepped up, purchased that table, and she was never nasty. We talked before this post, we talked after. She never acknowledged the post, and I didn't either. It didn't bother me because
So the post was from her friend, basically. The post was not from her.
Yeah, that's
See,
what I said.
see, her friend could have fucked up her refund. Her friend could have fucked up every goddamn. That's why it's important for y'all ladies. Stop talking for your friend. If your friend asks you to do this shit, don't you say a goddamn thing.
That's our comedian.
I'm just telling the truth.
But let me just say this: big ups, big round of applause to you and your staff for finding a way. And I probably would have did that if somebody you could swap them out. You know what I mean? And that's the very best option that could have happened, right? You know, nobody is. We're very.
I was like, what the kind of? I said she must be sitting on stage. Damn.
pretty close.
God, dog.
So that was the first thing.
Still
The second thing, Carissa, that I want you to answer, since we have you, there were a lot of people in the comments about the people who were nominating having to pay. A lot of people felt like the people who were nominated should have been they should have been gotten. So it's because it's almost like in order to find out if you win, you have to purchase a ticket to even go accept the award. So there was a lot of going back. Oh, well, it's just for money, and here's the deal: when you're doing something good, you already knows what comes with that. But there were a lot of people saying that they felt like the people who were nominated should have had complimentary entry. What do you say to those people?
Well, now that this has been a 6-year gala and event, if you've ever been to the Heart and Hustle, this is not your ordinary gala. When you step into this place, it is royalty. You're sitting on pre-purchased seat covers, and I don't rent any of the decor or design or the food or anything. All what you see in that room is completely owned by myself or my organization. So we pride ourselves in being an above and beyond elite event that comes with full plated meals, free drinks, and those are alcohol drinks. Just all types of stuff we give. We give swag bags, we give awards to honorees, we have legacy awards. We do above and beyond than your average ordinary event. I must say that. And that comes at a cost. And so the nomination itself is not a cost. You're not paying for the nomination because you've already been celebrated online at the cost of our organization. And so if anyone knows about flyers and team members calling and making sure everything is placed together properly on our website, as well as on our social media sites, participants and nominees don't pay for that. So you're not paying for your nomination. And if you choose not to come to the gala, you've already been celebrated at the tune and the dime of someone else. You didn't pay for that. Yeah. But when you go to galas, gatherings, concerts, events, you pay as an entry movement to come inside of a room that's celebrating women. That can't be free. We have some of our, like you said, the hustler category has over 20 nominees. So we're going to feed everyone that comes through that door. Yeah. So, you just got to be like common sense wise. Now, we can't feed and house and party for close to 200 women. That we have 200 nominees on this time. I think 230 were nominated. So if this is an all together free for all, then we've got 230 women. Even if we have half of that hauling into a place looking for food, looking to be accommodated, looking for hosts, looking for drinks, we're not that heavy.
Gotcha. Let me read some of these comments. Crystal is saying the money was already accounted for towards the event, so I see why no refund should have been given, but the refund was. Marcella Town Winston is saying sometimes doing the right thing requires to break your own rules. I feel like giving the refund was the right thing to do. Crystal Caffey is saying BET Awards is not free. Laquanda Thompson is saying, as a member of the National Association of Realtors, when we are awarded for our volume, we still have to pay for our awards and banquet tickets as well. And Tariq Bland is saying absolutely. So listen, I invited you on because I really wanted to give you your honors and your. I really do think that when people are females and they're doing their thing, there's different. So what you're doing needs to be done. Where can people go if they want to get involved? When does the voting start for next year? Will there ever be a Heart and Hustle for guys? Is this just a woman thing? What's on the agenda next for Carissa Hill?
At least let us come present something to some goddamn thing. Hey, if you have eye candy, they wouldn't mind paying. I'm telling you. Shit, put me on that goddamn thing. I'm telling you, shit. Hey, I paid $100 goddamn ticket. See a motherfucking nigga like me on that motherfucking stage presenting there. I'm telling you. You bullshit.
You could have had me and P presenting the award, Carissa. Like, when you gonna do something for the fellas? Like, come on now.
Ain't nobody come to see y'all, Otis.
Hey, you shut your goddamn ass up. You can still make it for the women, right? But just have the men present. That way they got some eye candy. They ain't gonna mind paying.
So I love to hear this because that was my next statement.
Well, hell, I should be first one on that motherfucker.
Child, please.
Hey, Tristan can do cool too. He can do 2 categories. He can come out like himself, and he can come out like her or whoever. We got you.
Y'all laughing a little too hard.
Come on, Carissa, what you got planned for the fellas? I know you got to have something for us now.
Man, So my team and I, we already have started working on the Heart and Hustle Gents edition. So
I don't want to be around that many men. I don't want to be around that many men.
I
I don't
do.
want to be around that many men. I want to come present to the women. Let Tristan come present to the gents.
well, we
But
had earlier today, and we talked about instead of people getting online talking about what we don't do, contact us and let us know how we should do. And then we bounce ideas back and forth because, again, we're open to advisory. We didn't say we were perfect and the best at this. So,
right.
Yeah.
we're open. We're open minded. We'd like to make it work, but of course, bills got to be paid.
Yes.
So, yeah, let us know. I like that idea. Let's get some eye candy to present the awards to the.
Hey, now, hey, hold on. I hear you saying this shit. So next year, I don't want to see this shit in UTB and Anthony P. and part of this motherfucking shit. Cause that's my idea, goddamn. Won't be on your ass next year by my refund, by my residuals, by my goddamn money back. But to give you
All right,
the
Chris, let me
idea.
read some of these comments. Yvette Holloway said, "My sis, keep going, ladies. We need each other." Latoya Robinson said, "We are proud of you, Chrissy. God will continue to elevate you and your vision. Keep going." Yvette Holloway is saying, "Next year, the Gents edition, I promise." Yvette Holloway is also saying, "Tristan gonna be on the board for Gents edition."
Period.
Hey, listen, thank you again for spending this time this Sunday evening. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep highlighting these women and whatever they're doing. We salute you. You did a great job, and big ups to you and your staff.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you all, really.
Hey, we need your contact number, some shit. You know, we need to come contact you again about.
I got a contact
Yeah,
I'm gonna give
do
you a
that paperwork. We need the contract, nigga. I need my contract.
I'm done.
Bye, Carissa. Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. All right, we're gonna bring Jayla back in so that we could do the Ask UTB. Where is Jayla at? Is she still not waiting on us? Let me text Jayla and tell her to come back in. Okay, we got to go real fast. We've got a dope. Let me text Jayla and tell her to come back in so that we could do the Ask UTB question. Let's see, Jayla. Anthony, I think they need to do something for the fellas, for real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, them women wouldn't have had no problem paying no goddamn money because they were nominated if she would have had some means on that goddamn stage.
Some men's with the S.
Some means, goddamn it, on that damn stage. I'm telling you.
All right, as we are waiting, Candy, did you hear the response? You down there? Okay. All right. You were nominated for that Hustle of the Year. We tried to get you in, baby. I put you on. But that was that was a very overcrowded category, Hustle of the Year. I think that entailed a lot of things for Hustle of the Year.
Okay, so with the Trap of the Year, how did that go? Like,
That's two different entities.
Okay, that's not this Trap of the Year is the award that we got. That was a whole nother different.
Well,
that was the whole
how did
different.
the process go? How did the process go?
So I don't know how it went.
In other words, you're saying
we still had to buy our ticket for UTV.
We did.
We never paid for his ticket for us.
Walmart return policy is not the same as Target.
Well, that would eliminate a lot of questions for a lot of people. So,
but what we're saying is, Candy, Walmart return policy is not the same as Target. So that's what it is.
We trying to call you slow or something.
So what he
Two
said
goddamn different companies. Two different companies, goddamn shit.
It's just because somebody else look what you're doing to you, Anthony.
You a fuck?
All right, put your thing back on mute if you're not speaking, Candy. We got feedback from you every time. Put it on mute. All right, so here we got to go. We got to get right into the Ask UTB question. Now, listen, this person that sent in their information, and by the way, let me go ahead and let's put this up here. If you want us to do your Ask UTB question, here's it. You need to send an email to, let me get this up here, utbpodcastlr@gmail.com. Again, utbpodcastlr at gmail.com if you want relationship advice on the spot that's answered by the crew. Okay. All right. So here's this guy. Again, I don't know why everybody is saying they want to remain anonymous, but this guy did not want us to tell his name. Okay. Guy here has been dating his fiance for 3 years. Anthony, you're gonna love this, right? He's engaged to be married. He's been dating this woman for 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
He said engaged for 3 years. They have no kids together. Okay. He wants to have. Let me see. Oh, he don't want his name mentioned. He is from Little Rock. She is from Hot Springs. Okay. Here's the drama. Okay. They're scheduled to be married in August of this year, in 2026. So they've been already engaged for 5 months, and they're scheduled to walk down the aisle August of 2026. Here's his dilemma. He found out, all right, when he put their invitation online with their pictures on there, somebody inboxed him and told him, hold on, Anthony, you're shaking head. In high school, we were talking about it. Now, hopefully no kids are up, right? She had sexual intercourse with 4 of the football players in high school in her senior. Look at Candy's face. Look
at one time or separately?
At one time.
So they ran a train on her.
School, though. They grown as hell now.
Yes.
So they ran the train.
What does that have to do with anything? That's a grown woman.
We're just trying to get the clarification. They ran the train on her.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Somebody was hating on her.
Yeah.
And came and told him that when she's from Hot Springs, everybody know everybody business down there.
Yeah.
That something happened, that she was sexually active with 4 of the football players on a game night.
Yeah.
He found that out. The boyfriend asked her about it. She was honest. She said that it did happen.
Yeah.
She was not forced. She was not drunk. It was something that she wanted to experience back then. So now he is thinking about calling off the wedding because of this new information that he has learned.
He didn't want to get married.
But she was honest. She was honest about it.
He's embarrassed. He's embarrassed that everybody knows.
He done already dipped in the cookie jar.
So I'm gonna let Anthony starts first. Anthony, would you marry somebody that has basically back now? And listen, this lady is 32 years old today.
Yeah. So she already.
This was 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Would you still marry her, Anthony? Should this guy still marry this lady?
Yeah. He should still marry her. First of all, because that was before him. Now it'd be different if he went to school with them guys and he was part of the football team. That's different. But if he didn't go to school with them and he didn't know them guys, I don't give a damn if you was a prostitute before I met you, a crackhead before I met you. You could be any goddamn thing you motherfucker wanted to be. Long as it was before me. That's all that matters with me.
You're not going to be embarrassed that she went through that situation. It was before your time.
If my fiance gave that thing up to 4 different guys at one time and her pussy was still wet, nigga, she got some good. Nigga, I'm married this motherfucker right now. In the mighty name of whoever she believe in, nigga, I'm marrying this motherfucker right now. For real, that bitch got some good.
Jayla, what are y'all gonna do with Anthony? Jayla,
I'm just saying. Think about it.
Jayla, what are y'all
gonna do? She stayed wet for 4
Why
different
is the supervisor not supervising?
Tristan don't know nothing about this. We talking about some shit he don't know nothing about. She stayed wet. She don't know nothing about all that pussy.
Tristan, are you still gonna marry this lady that had a train ran on her in her senior high school 13 years ago? You found out this information. You're embarrassed. Everybody knows now. Do you still marry her?
Yeah.
Yeah. She got good.
Yeah. I mean, that was like half her life ago.
You got also look at it like this right here. Every woman that do to get married to any guy, right? That same product of her thing or her box.
So will a woman marry y'all if y'all ran a train on it?
That's what I'm thinking.
Listen. So if you were one of the guys on the football team, will your wife marry you?
Well, that's not the same.
It is the same. It ain't the same.
It is the same. You are still a willing
I don't like
participant.
y'all.
Say that goddamn shit again. Say this. Say that again. Say that again.
Okay, what if the scenario was twisted? What if your wife didn't want to marry you because you were one of the guys on the football team?
That
ran a train on this one girl.
But she let us though. We ain't rape her.
Oh, she ain't say y'all raped her.
I know, yeah.
So
she didn't.
Marcia Hodrick is saying at least she was honest.
Yeah, she was
Everyone
honest. Now
has a
she didn't have to.
past. Yes, he should go ahead and marry her. Okay, so
Because she didn't have to tell him that.
Yeah, you're right.
Because it was before him.
You're right. Tristan says yes. Anthony says yes. Jayla, should
He
he?
didn't want to marry her. He didn't want to marry her. If this is his out, he
Yeah,
didn't want to
this he
marry
didn't
her
want to
for
marry
real.
her in the first place.
Dang, I'm not
No.
finna some stuff that you did in high school. We talking about something from high school. We grown adults.
Don't do that petty shit, because women do it all the time. Let one of her goddamn friends say, girl, I used to talk to him. It can be 20 years ago. Oh, now I can't talk to
In
him. I used to
high
talk to my
school,
friend. Yeah, women do it all the time. But I understand what you're saying.
So that shouldn't bother you. That she was sexually active with 4 guys at the same time.
but y'all act like y'all don't be having threesomes. Like you
I
don't
ain't
be
never
active with.
had no threesome. I ain't never had no threesome.
I believe
You
you.
Okay,
know,
well,
the Lord hasn't blessed me yet
B
to
has
have one of
openly
those.
admitted that B Lover has said that before that he's done a threesome, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
what? And let's
And
say that
that's
you're
why he's still
partners.
single though. It's always hard for B-Love getting a woman because they don't want to deal with this shit. Shit, they coming in like, damn, I don't know if my
What he
duck gonna
say? He
be
had a
good.
threesome.
At the when we did that Carisha
The
please.
Christmas party.
Fuck you, Anthony
See?
P. Okay, Candy, is it still a problem? Do you still like Eric? Do you think he should still marry her?
Yes, she was honest. And if she's not showing signs that she's still that same person, people evolve. She may have made a stupid decision, may want to fit in, may have been the fat, ugly girl in school. I don't know her reasoning, but she's not that same.
Ugly
So
girl
it's
got
either
good
you're
stuff
gonna.
too.
And he asked her, and she was honest. She could have omitted, she could have lied, but she said yes. As embarrassing as it is, yes, I did this. So, like Jayla said, nigga, you want a way out. So,
Yeah.
Chris McGee is saying a set out is a set out. The
Got that
answer
right.
is no. The answer is no, Chris. Viola is saying I'm hollering. Brian Kelly is saying me either, P. Marcella Town Winston, if he feels like this, I say no and let her be with someone that loves her for
Now,
who
I'm
she
gonna tell
is
you what it
now.
really is. That nigga know his dick probably don't compare. So when you ain't pleasing your wife or your girl in
It's
every
never
area,
gonna compare to 4.
man,
One is
hey,
never
that's
gonna compare to 4. 4 is
nigga,
always a greater number.
that's why when I go in, I got to make sure I put on for the goddamn city when I'm in that thing. I don't give a fuck about. I can't go in there if I got a lazy thing tonight, baby. You can't get it tonight. Goddamn, because you ain't finna talk about me and say that nigga lame ass dick ass nigga soft ass
but
dick. Nigga,
your
my dick.
juices have been mixed in with her past by now. I mean, why leave now? Like
No, I'm
you
not
all
gonna
you
leave. That's what
can
I'm
to this
saying. I'm not
woman.
gonna leave. That's why I say every time I don't
And
hit
it's
that
not like
motherfucker.
nudie for men.
Yeah,
He
that's what I
doesn't know
said.
these men.
That's why I said. That's why I was
No,
saying
he
his
did. He did
mind.
not. Yeah, he didn't know any of them. He
In
didn't
his
know any
mind,
of them.
he probably ain't satisfying her already. You know what I'm saying? And he probably thinking that,
But
oh, okay, that's
if he can't handle it, he might as well leave because he's gonna
see,
make both their life
yeah, you right.
living
He
hell.
might be an old L7, and he might just one of those McCormick type six.
No, that don't make him an L.
No,
That don't
I'm
make
gonna
him an L
explain.
seven.
I'm gonna
He
explain to
has the
you.
right to walk away.
She need to get her a
And
freak
listen,
like a
and you
nigga
didn't
like.
find out after the wedding. So
She need to get her a freak nigga, a nigga that know how to do all positions, 100%
Anthony P, you
accurate.
available?
Look off and say,
No,
Anthony.
B level ass. He a motherfucker. B level, hey, B
Well,
level,
you
he
said
outdo
freaky.
me.
You said freaky nigga. Are
B
you
level outdo
available?
me. B level outdo me. God damn it, hey.
Hey, Princess, Little Rock Princess says if he has to ask, he might as
Yes,
well
you might
walk
as well
away.
walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Man, let me just tell you, man, if I found out that my person that I was going to marry had 4 guys at one time,
Mm. Mm.
He's stressed out thinking about it.
Come on,
It's
nigga.
really not okay, but
Come on. Hold on,
B,
Jay. Let's freaking B level answer.
y'all are
Come
making me
on, freaky.
upset
yeah,
that
we
y'all
talking
are
about,
having
we
Come
this
talking
against
about,
this
Not
we
woman.
talking
freaky
about,
B
no, we
level.
talking
Come on,
about
freaky B.
1, 2,
Freaky
3,
B.
4. We talking about 4. Like,
Come on, freaky B.
do you know how good you have to be to entertain 4
How
people
much?
That's
at
what I
one
said.
time? You
And you
have to
wanna let
be.
that go?
That's what I said. Hey, turn me out, baby.
No,
Turn me
hell
out.
no. Like you
Turn me the
gotta
fuck out.
understand this: that if she was tough enough to receive 4 penises at one time, is she gonna be satisfied with just your one?
That's what I
She been
said.
satisfied. Y'all been together 3 years.
Hey, he better use every weapon
Right.
he got. The finger, the tongue, the thing. Well, he better use every goddamn thing. Toss some goddamn
We're not
salad,
listening to him.
everything.
So
Mute
really,
his mic. Mute him.
I think it really depends on how much I really do love him. I think I'm still gonna be a little embarrassed. Like real, I think I'm going to be embarrassed.
Man, fuck
You
that
know,
shit.
definitely
You
we're
ain't been embarrassed while everybody else and their mama
because I
know.
didn't know. But we're definitely not going back to Hot Springs for no high school reunion. We fucking not going back to Hot Springs. You out of there. If I marry you, we can never go back to Hot Springs. Hot
Nigga, hey, you ain't
Springs
got
is
to.
unidentified on the map. We are
She
never
got Facebook
going. You're gonna change your first and your last name.
and your Facebook.
Yeah, and so you
You
are
might as
not
well
going to
not marry
be.
her. You might as
Listen,
well not
you're
marry
not going
her.
to be. So say I was marrying Candy. You're not going to be Candy Stewart. You're going to be Carissa Stewart. We're going to change your first and your last
I don't
name
want
so
to be.
nobody can
Don't
look
use
you
me an
up.
example as a set out.
I'm just saying like that is a lot, y'all. Four guys
It
at
is.
one time.
Man.
That's a lot.
Crystal said, what if she had one each day for 4 days? Would that change anything?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. So yes, that would be different if she had 4 people, 4
It would
different
no. It
days,
would
but
not be
but
different.
4
How? That
people
thing
at
was turned
one.
down 4 days in a row.
Y'all.
Yeah, she just did it in one day. Shit.
Y'all,
She
that is
saved
sit
her
out.
other folks 3 days.
That is sit out action. That is sit
Now,
out action.
now, with me,
Do you want somebody who could put themselves in a situation where they are being set out? That's a whole mindset.
See, you done had sex more than once in one day, have you not, with 2 different women?
yeah, but they
Yeah,
went in
but
the same room.
yeah, let me read what Octavia said.
This
Anthony
don't
said,
make no
the
sense.
I'm talking about,
hoes from back in the day are the real women. They supposed to be sophisticated women are the new hoes. So he said the hoes from back in the day
Oh, no,
are the
that's
real
true.
women.
That is
the
The
true.
real woman.
supposed to be
Yeah,
That's true.
sophisticated women are the new hoes. Dana
yeah, yeah.
McCoy said, so if she didn't ever tell you, you would never know. That's what you guys are saying,
Yeah.
right?
I ain't gonna ask because
So let me ask you ladies a question. If a man come to you and tell you he cheated on you, do you forgive him because he told you? So
But that's
because
not the
these
same
women
though,
are
Double.
saying
That's not
that
the
is the
same.
same. These
yes,
women are
it
saying
is.
that is the same. These
No,
women
it
are
Yeah, it
saying
happened
is.
because she
during.
told you.
This
No,
happened before.
no.
But listen to me. They're saying their argument to me is because she tells the truth that you should forgive it. So my return question to y'all is if I cheated on y'all but came to y'all and said, listen, I did cheat on you, but I told you so you should forgive it. Does
It
that
That's
mean
not
happened
the
that you should
same.
during.
That's
forgive
not
me?
the
Yes or
same
no?
thing.
This happened when she was in high school.
It's not the same
So,
thing.
so technically, what he's saying
Ain't
is,
nothing happening in their current relationship. This happened 15 years ago.
yeah.
You're trying to
So
make something similar. That didn't happen in a
Put your
relationship.
phone on mute, Candy, while you're not talking.
yeah, it didn't happen in a relationship. So technically, she shouldn't even have to disclose that information because it was before him. Now,
I get that. I get that.
To answer
I
B
get
level
that.
question for the ladies, the only man I know that can sleep with multiple women and hoes and get forgiven is a goddamn preacher. Think
Bye,
about it.
P. Go to bed.
Say
No,
that
wait a
again.
minute. I'm gonna show you.
Say
Go
that
I'm gonna
again.
clock
show you. I'm gonna
out.
show you. No,
Say that
wait a
one
minute.
more
Wait a minute.
time.
God damn it. Wait a minute. Wait a
Clock
minute.
out for
Let me
today.
explain. Let me explain, please. Let me explain. A preacher can fuck some hoes, and you'll still go there and say, "He a man. The man. Every man falls short of the glory of God." But if you find your nigga in a bed with a man, you gone. You'll leave me, but won't leave
Listen,
the pastor.
listen what Chris is saying. Like I said, a set out
I will
It's
leave
a
is
the
a
set.
set
pastor.
out. She for everybody. Princess, Lil Rock Princess is saying, nope, I don't forget nothing. Being truthful, don't make it better. Crystal Phillips is saying, and he's not being cheated on. Chris Scott is laughing. Patricia is saying level. What is she saying? When is your horn? Where's your horn?
Oh, the little dun.
The
That
little
ain't the
horn.
horn. That ain't the horn, fool. Where your horn
Okay.
at? That ain't the. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Viola saying, woo, P. Chris McGee is saying, AP, you gotta chill, bro.
Man, I'm telling the
Yvette,
truth.
Yvette Shelton Johnson is saying LOL. Y'all listen, man. That is I'm stumped. I don't even know what I would do. Because like that's just a lot. Like that really is a lot. I think that I would be traumatized. We definitely, I mean, I guess it depends on how much I love you, right? If I love you enough to go through with it but every time that there's gonna be a visual in my head in the act now, because now I'm thinking she been ran through. Look at Candy. She
Yeah,
been ran through.
Look,
And
I'm thinking you looking at me. I'm looking at me because you think I'm so beautiful. You'd be like, this nasty bitch.
No. So now, every time I get that thing, I'm gonna be like, babe, I'm gonna fuck you like a fullback. Baby, I'm gonna fuck you like a running back. I'm about to fuck you like a
Mute
wide
his
receiver.
mic.
I'm
Mute
about to
it.
fuck you like a
Mute it.
quarterback. I'm about to fuck you like, don't you like football players, right? So every time we have sex, I'm gonna be a goddamn football player.
listen what Octavia said. You're not a real man if you don't know your woman fantasy is to be, oh wow. Effed by 2 or 3. Let me see it. It moved up on me. Where the damn
That's what I'm
comment go?
saying. That's what I'm
You're
saying. I'm
not a
about to be
real man
schizophrenic.
if you don't know your woman fantasy is to be effed by 2 or 3 different men. But it's
Yeah.
crazy because we want threesomes, but we don't want to honor their fantasies. We
Yep.
as men are real selfish.
No, I'm gonna give my girl all her family. I'm schizophrenic, baby. You finna fuck the left side of me and the right side of me. So you getting 2 niggas in the bed with you right now.
Crystal is saying y'all were too funny. Chris McGee is saying a fullback. What is that?
A fullback, running back. I'm gonna fuck. She said if she like fucking football players, I'm gonna be all the players on the goddamn team. When every time me and my girl have sex, every night I'm gonna be a different back. I'm gonna be a running back, fullback, quarterback, whatever type of back you like, baby.
It's making it worse.
No, it's not. I'm just gonna be all the motherfuckers. That way I ain't gotta worry about you going fuck nobody
Well, all
else.
I can say is Guy, if you're listening, I mean, I don't even know that. I don't even have an answer. This is probably one time I'm just not gonna answer this because I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do.
But
Candy,
just
you
be
laughing?
quiet then, shit.
I'm
Just
just
be
gonna be quiet because
He needs to
I
do
don't
what's
know.
best for him. That's the answer. Do what's
That's
best
the
for you.
answer
If
that
you
we're gonna
can't
give
handle
you,
it,
sir, because we can't say your name. Mute your mic, Candy. If you are listening, if you really love the young lady, marry her. It does not
man.
matter how many guys she slept with. You don't even need to ask a woman how many guys that she slept
Nope.
with anyway. The
Marry
only
the
problem
pussy.
is this was brought to you by mistake. You did not go looking for this. Somebody was hating on your fiance and put her business out in the streets. You would have not known if that hater wouldn't have told you the truth. I don't know what I would do if I was in this situation. I don't know if
Marry
I
the
would go
pussy.
through it with it. What you say, Pete?
Marry the pussy. If you ain't gonna marry her, marry the pussy.
Tristan, are you not gonna do anything? You're the supervisor, but you can't do anything with Anthony.
Shit,
Tristan. But we blocking him.
Man.
He gotta
See,
sit the next one out.
y'all be wanting to feed these people fake ass information. I'm telling these people the truth.
But that's what I'm saying, P. I don't know what I would do because I would really be embarrassed when I go out with you. Everybody's gonna be looking crazy at you.
No, they not, because everybody didn't go to school with her. Only her schoolmates know about the shit.
But the guy put it on social media when he put the social, so he posted it. Now I guess you can erase the post and hope nobody saw it, right? He posted their wedding invite online. And somebody under the comments told him he went to his wife and asked her to confirm it, and she admitted to it. Let's get some of these comments.
Hey, post your wife number and name on the goddamn thing. You don't want to goddamn it. We'll find somebody for her.
What did he do?
Post your wife number and her name on Facebook. Since you don't want her no more, we'll find somebody for her.
So listen what Brian Kelly.
Run.
So listen, this is what Brian Kelly is replying back to Octavia. He is saying, so you about to let 2 niggas hit your girl with you. So he's asking Octavia that. Somebody on Love to Live Truly on YouTube, then he doesn't love her, never has, in the story.
That's what
Octavia
I'm saying.
saying, don't marry, period, in this day and time. Forget that she has been set out. Chris is saying AP is out of control. He's hilarious though.
I'm telling the goddamn truth.
Yeah, Viola saying P got me laughing so hard I'm crying.
Man,
Octavia say P that man that gonna mess you up about that woman.
Hey, my girl got some pussy like that woman. Hey, nigga, hey, I'm walking with my girl to check the mailbox. You can't go outside and check the mailbox by your goddamn self, man. That pussy too good. Let you go out there by yourself. I'm going to
Marcella,
work with
And
your
that's so
ass.
unhealthy.
Marcella Town Winston is saying, but this happened 15 years ago, so why would he be embarrassed?
And she
Brian
still got that
Kelly is
good.
saying, ask Octavia Doan, is he about to have a foursome with him, two niggas, and his old lady? Because I'm trying to see if he cool with that shit.
Damn, you
So
must be
anyway,
fucking that nigga girl
Well,
already or
it's
something.
new news to him, so it's fresh. That's why
yeah,
it's so he just
Right.
found out, so it's fresh to him. It's not 15 years ago to him.
yeah.
I mean, but that's before him, so I wouldn't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Shit, y'all should have kept on when you had a motherfucker up. I'm finna get her now. Matter of fact, I'm finna go on and go marry your ass tomorrow. We can go to the courthouse tomorrow, baby, and get married and
Not the
have a wedding
courthouse.
next year. For real.
Somebody on YouTube say this may be a sign to his fiance to run like hell. I guess they're saying the guy. This may be a
Yeah,
sign to the guy that's asking her to get out of there.
yeah.
So anyway, I hope you've got, I don't know if we've answered. Everybody on the crew is saying that they would still marry her. It's been 13, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Tristan, Anthony, Candy, Jayla is saying married. I'm not saying anything. So I don't
Man,
want to
fuck
rain on
that.
your
Is she the
parade.
breadwinner? Is she the breadwinner? And this her house that we live in? Yeah, you have to marry her. Shit, she the breadwinner. Shit, I'm
Y'all
finna be
get
a
P.
stay at home. I'm finna be
Y'all
a
get
stay at
P.
home nigga.
Y'all get
What y'all
P.
gonna do
Y'all
with
get
him?
P.
I'm
Y'all
just
get
saying,
P.
think about it. A lot of dudes, they be moving with these women, and the woman be the breadwinner. It just depends. If it's her shit that we finna get married and move in, hell yeah, I'm finna marry her and move in. Hell yeah.
Brian Kelly is saying, tell him to put it on Pornhub when he does. Kara Jackson said he probably thought she was a good
Yeah.
girl and her classmates shattered that for him.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. We be hypocrites.
Yeah,
We be
that could be the
hypocrites.
case too.
We be hypocrite. We be saying God can deliver us, but then when He deliver us and the devil bring up somebody's past, oh girl, I can't believe she was like that. Man, no, she might have been delivered. She might
Tay
used to
is
be a
saying,
hoe.
yeah, Tay is saying, I'm saying that if you're a woman's fantasy and you want to be with her, then it's your obligation to make it happen, just like it would be hers if
To make
she
your
wanted the three.
But
So,
see, y'all
hey,
ain't y'all ain't gonna do the same for us though. We gotta indirectly say what the fuck we want. We can't say, baby, let's go get the other two hoes and fuck on them. I don't do that. So we gotta say some shit like, we gotta do that shit not mine. We can't really ask you to do a threesome with us. Yeah, I'm just being
Chris
for real.
Chris McGee say APB spitting facts. Now, y'all listen, y'all be talking shit about Anthony, but a lot of these people be agreeing with Anthony. Why y'all Candy, I
Cause
think
they
you and
some
Jayla, y'all
hypocrites.
hating on Anthony because a
They some
lot of people be
hypocrites.
agreeing with him.
Ain't no
They-
hate on
Yeah.
nobody that's gonna
We
sit a
damn sure ain't
fullback in the
hating on
bed.
them.
Now, what I'm
Yeah.
saying, the
All right.
fullback, because that's a Jenny, you like football. That's a position in football. They said the lady had sex with football players, right? So
Yeah.
each one of those players had to
You
have a
don't have to
position.
keep explaining it to me because the explanation gets worse every time. I understand.
Yo, I'm trying to get you up the seat that you understand what I'm saying.
All right. Do we have any other finished business before we get out of here today? Do we have any announcements, anything going on that we need to promote? Candy, Anthony, Tristan, Jayla?
Speaking of football, y'all know what happens next Sunday?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. We need to
And the
figure
Eagles
that out,
ain't the
huh?
Eagles ain't playing.
Ouch.
Super what?
Ouch. The
Damn.
Eagles ain't
Super
playing.
Bowl and the Eagles
So
ain't
listen,
Get
playing.
what
him,
we know
Jayla. Get him.
so
Or the
what we
Cowboys.
so what we normally
Careful
do
now.
on Super Bowl Sunday, we normally broadcast at 2:00 in the afternoon. We are not off, right? We are not going to be going against the Super Bowl. So is that next Sunday? Is the Super Bowl Sunday?
Yeah, yeah.
Are y'all sure that's
Next
next
Sunday.
Sunday?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Next
I
next
know
Sunday,
it's
Tristan.
next Sunday.
Yeah, it's
next
next
Oh,
Sunday,
Sunday,
Tristan.
calm
the
down now.
UTB next Sunday, UTB podcast will come on at 2:00. All right, we will be done and off the air before Super Bowl. Okay, next Sunday
Yep.
it would be Princess will be on the Little Rock Wars. Princess will be on. If you have a jersey, wear your jersey. 2 p.m. We'll be off, be done by 4. Next Sunday, make sure you tune in. 2:00, 2:00, 2:00. Thank you, Jayla, for that catch. If you're looking for us at 7:00, we will not be on next Sunday at 7. We will come on at 2:00. Okay. Thank you, Jada, for that catch. Any other business? Any other thing that we need to mention Chris said not too much on those Cowboys.
Look
Jayla's
at
not
you
a
and your
Cowboy fan.
cowgirls.
Yeah,
Cowboys ain't been to a
Jayla's not.
goddamn playoff since
Yeah, Jayla
1998.
is not a Cowboy fan. She is a Philadelphia fan. She
No,
is
they
not
talking
for the
about me.
Cowboys.
They talking about
Who are
me.
you
And
going
I
to be
said,
going for, Jayla, since your team is not there? Who are you going for next week?
I'm just there to watch some football.
Candy, do you have a team you're going for next week?
Hell no.
I only give a damn if
Dang.
y'all got wings.
You can't come to eat somebody's food and shit. Hell no.
I'm there for the liquor.
Tristan, who you
Don't
I
going
don't know
for
anything about.
next
I
week?
don't know anything about it.
don't ask me about no foosball, beloved. We go through this every year.
You know,
Every February we
hey,
go through this.
hey, he don't
Don't
like
ask
them kind
me
of ball,
about
beloved. He don't like them kind of
no.
overshape ball, you know.
I'm just trying to figure out who the cute light skinned one is on number 12.
I'm screaming.
P, who you going for next week, bro?
Hey, it's who is it? The Patriots and Seahawks, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the Patriots out of homage for Tom Brady. You know, let's see if they can do it without Tom Brady. You know, and what's it, Bill Belichick, right? Let's see
Yeah.
if the Patriots can win a Super Bowl without Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. You know,
I'm going for Seattle. I'm going for them to win it. So we'll be on opposite
Seahawks.
sides. Yeah, I'm going for the
I feel
Y'all
like
Seahawks.
it's
be one
time for the
about one of
Seahawks
them
to win it
teams.
though again, because the
Yeah.
Patriots won not too long ago, but it's been a minute since the Seahawks have won the Super Bowl.
No, Patriots ain't won shit without Tom Brady. And
I know, and that could continue, but I feel like it's
Halftime show on
somebody
and, see,
else.
and let me finish, goddamn it. And the Seahawks ain't won shit without Russell Wilson.
Okay,
Well,
now y'all telling me something.
Yeah, see, yeah, Russell Wilson.
Okay,
Oh,
do they
Russell
that's
have
Wilson.
his
the
old
they have the
team.
halftime
Yeah,
show at
yeah,
these games?
what are you saying,
yeah.
Candy?
Do they have the halftime show at this game? Like, is that how it go?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
they got a
Yes.
Yes.
halftime show, but they got somebody that you ain't gonna, you don't want to hear.
Who?
Oh no,
It's
How
Bad
you
Bunny.
know?
It's
Who?
who?
see,
Exactly.
like I said, y'all don't want to hear them.
Don't
They
nobody even
might
know
well have
who the.
said Donald
Oh my
McClought's
God.
gonna perform at goddamn halftime.
It's
Jayla,
This
Bad
might,
Jayla,
Bunny.
we got
hey,
somebody in the comments that said
this
you're
might be
beautiful.
the least watched
Oh,
Super
thank you.
Bowl in a long time.
Beloved,
There's
are you
no
gonna have your little puzzle game to go with it?
what. Oh no, the squares. No, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do any
A
squares.
puzzle
Yeah, he
game?
talking
I'm
about the
The
Football
puzzle
game.
pool.
game.
We talking about the football
Y'all
pool.
know I don't know shit. I'm talking about some
He talking
puzzle
about the
game.
puzzle game. That's called
Football
a
pool.
football pool, Tristan. A football pool. No, I'm not doing a football pool this
Lord,
year.
Had
puzzle
them people
games
calling my
is
doggone
crazy.
phone.
The
The little
puzzle game.
puzzle game.
All right, so listen, don't forget 2:00, Anthony. Do I need to call your
Yeah, yeah,
secretary?
yeah.
Two
You know,
I'm gonna
o'clock,
yeah,
text
yeah,
him
Anthony.
around. I'm gonna text him around. He should see them
yeah,
phone, them big
yeah.
ass letters and
Y'all
numbers
know
he got on his
shit.
phone.
Yeah, y'all know y'all need to text me, call me or something. You know, it's you and Brenda P and UTB
We
podcast,
always
motherfucker.
text and call you. You don't answer the phone.
You know, y'all my
Anthony,
people. Well, yes,
Tristan, since you're the supervisor, can you please get Anthony to work on time? Why does he come in when we start broadcasting at 7? He comes in at
He do
7:10.
it
I get the
every
five. Hey,
time. You know what he be doing.
I told man,
And
they
he be
told me.
right there in North Little Rock.
They told me, hey, goddamn, hey, they told me when I got hired, I had a 5-minute grace period, and y'all don't
And
be
who is
earning that shit.
they? Who's they?
That's what I want
Uh,
to know.
And
I
you
can't
take
tell him that
20.
shit. I ain't
headquarters.
told him
What
this
they
shit.
call? What they,
Exactly. Can't yeah.
no, what they call this shit when you get a job, when you have a regular job? They call it
That's what
Your
Jayla works
handbook?
in.
no,
Jayla,
what they call that shit? What they call people that hire your ass?
The
The
HR,
He talking about
HR.
Yeah,
HR.
HR.
human resources. Yeah, yeah. They told me that. You know, they told me
and
I
who is
got
our
Anthony,
HR?
Anthony is lying. Anthony,
beat
we
up
ain't
and
got no
Tristan.
damn
He got
HR
Beat up
shit.
and
no,
We
Tristan.
ain't got no
It
damn
was two.
never
HR.
lie.
Well, it was
Did
another
you go
person
through
though before.
Christian so you didn't get hired?
Now, I got hired to Below, but he had another management team, but they ain't there no more. So
Hey, but P, don't get us talked about now. You finna get us talked about
Okay,
now.
you figured us put in the news and shit.
Let me get your ass off here before everybody have us in the
Get him
news.
off
Listen,
here.
yeah, listen. Next Sunday, 2 p.m. Don't forget this Wednesday. This Wednesday we've got LaShonda Hurd Foundation. She is doing a great job. Her
Molly.
institution, Molly. Yeah, she's going to be on this Wednesday, February the 4th, 7:30. Your February calendar is out. And then we got LaQuanta Thompson, we got me, and then we got Telly Noels. Okay. If we don't have any further business, I always do the same people. I'm gonna go with Candy tonight. Unmute your phone, Candy. We'll see you next week, same bad time.
Same bad channel.
God
We done went
damn.
over this line.
I'm like, God damn,
Don't
motherfucker
make
gave
me
you the
look
cue.
bad now.
This motherfucker gave you the goddamn cue card and you still don't get it. God damn.
Good night, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Good night. Good
Good
night,
night.
y'all.
What was I supposed to
Had another rough conversation with the voices in